Guys, like the video, guys, like the video, guys. Subscribe, smash the like button. Smash the like button, guys. Like the video, guys. Like the video. Subscribe, smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button. God Africa like that, guys. Guys, it is official. Manchester City Milan for the UEFA Champions League in Istanbul in June the 10th as Manchester City annihilated Real Madrid at the Etihad Stadium. Smash the like button, guys. For me, it was a one-sided game for me because I already said it. Man City is gonna win, regardless of the or regardless of whatever Madrid poses out. And Ancelotti could not even find a solution to this. Smash the like button, guys. Smash the like button, like the video, guys. It was a one-sided match for me because it was already done for me. After the 2-0, I was like, it was game over for me because Man City is gonna just stroll around. But Madrid could not even get a grip of these matches, which is the most annoying thing about it. But like I said, Man City are the best team right now in the Europe, playing the best football. You have to give it to them. Pep Guardiola and Man City, you got to give to them. And shout out to all Man City fans, from Agakao to Patrick to Adam to everybody. Shout out to you guys. Well deserved for me. Well deserved for me. You can't complain. Well deserved for me. You cannot complain. Smash the like button, guys. Smash that like button. Like that freaking vid, guys. Guys, it is official. Inter Milan versus Manchester City is gonna be in June the 10th next month in the Champions League final for me. And the question is, can Man City do the treble? I think they can do. For me, they don't win the league regardless of anything. Because if Arsenal lose on Saturday, Man City will become the Premier League champion. I think four out of 5 out of 6 in between both of them. And after that, they'll be able to focus more on the FA Cup, which is gonna play against United. After they win that, they'll have like 7 days more to prepare for the Inter Milan match, which is for me big match for me. And I keep telling people, Man City is Man City. We can respect football heritage, but you have to give it to Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. They play the best football in world football. You gotta give them the respect, whether I like it or not. Like that vid, smash the like button. Like the vid, smash the like button. So, my people, let's go. Yo, my people, on a day now is official, guys. Champions League final: Manchester City versus Inter Milan. Romelu Lukaku, Lautaro Martinez versus Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne and everybody. So it's gonna be a beautiful final because Inter Milan, the way Inter Milan plays, it's gonna be difficult to bring them down. It's different than the way Madrid play, but you have to give them a shout out. Congratulations to all Man City fans and their players and everybody and the fans around. They deserve it, well deserved. The treble is on for me. Mr. Oseta, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Well, for a good long time. Where have you been? You've
Yeah,
taken
it's been a while.
a sabbatical. Why do you take a
It's
sabbatical?
been a, it's been a while, but it's so good to talk about football once again.
Yeah, you took a sabbatical. Why do you take a sabbatical? What's going on?
Yeah, back from the sabbatical. What an amazing time of football today we've had. We've
Yeah.
had wow.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't believe what I saw today. I I knew Man City might have to dominate the game, but this was a serious whitewashing, especially that first half. And
Absolutely, it did not get at all. It did not get. It was a copy and paste of the first lineup. It was a copy and paste for me.
yeah, but I the moment I saw the lineup,
Mm-hmm.
especially Real Madrid, I felt, why is Rudiger not starting? I think
Yeah.
that was the first mistake Ancelotti did.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that you don't throw away a winning formula. Yes, we all know that Ancelotti favors Militao ahead of Rudiger, but because of the suspension of Militao in the first leg, Rudiger showed the whole world how to mark Haaland. Up until that game, Haaland looked unmarkable. It was very difficult to silence Haaland in the game.
Yeah.
Now, why not replicate when even if you lost the game, for instance, why not start the guy that showed the whole world how to mark Haaland. I think that's where Real Madrid even lost the entire game. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
And if you notice, Rudiger now had to come in like early in the second half. So I think that's just one of the key points I noticed. But even the Man City were amazing. They were amazing.
You have to give it to them. You have to give it to Pep the way he set up. And for me, people, my Madrid fans are not happy because they want Ancelotti out. And I'm asking that you want Ancelotti out. Who is the realistic option you want to bring in? You want to bring in.
Real Madrid cannot get a better coach than Ancelotti right now. They can't. Ancelotti is Mr. Champions League. I think he has 4 Champions League to his name already. Who has a better pedigree? A
Yeah.
manager that's won both as a player and
Madrid
as a
fans
coach with
Madrid
multiple
fans
clubs.
are angry because Ancelotti doesn't rotate and he doesn't like to change. And he's been loyal to for something player, which is kind of annoying the fan base. Where I understand, they say they understand you can be loyal, but at least change something. Every day is not about playing hot players and being loyal. Sometimes you have to take risk and be bold sometimes, which he didn't do.
They are complaining because it didn't work this time around. We are forgetting that midfield trio of Luka Modric.
They've been complaining for a very long time, but just because they've been winning by individuals brilliantly.
Yeah, they are complaining because it didn't work out this side. What if Real Madrid has won the Champions League? Are we forgetting that these guys were the defending champions ahead of this game? And basically, this same team is what they used to win the Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
So I think definitely fans will always talk. There's always a fan base. There are very few teams in the world that can beat Man City right now. They lost to a better side.
Yeah.
That's all the truth about the whole this. And let's not forget that Real Madrid team is aging. I think the problem that Real Madrid team has now is the same problem that AC Milan had back in the day under the same Ancelotti. They were very good, they were world class players, but at a point you cannot cheat nature. Benzema is 35 probably, maybe
Yeah.
going on 35 next year. Luka Modric is 38, Toni Kroos is over 30.
Mm-hmm.
The team is aging,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
And you cannot expect you can notice that they had to pull out Luka Modric early in the game. Not
Yeah.
because he was playing badly, but the pace of the game he couldn't keep up anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Age is telling on the team. So I think Real Madrid they're already on the right path in terms of
Yeah,
replacing these
they will announce
aging players.
Bellingham. They will announce Bellingham next
Yeah,
season. We should.
yeah, Bellingham is coming. You already have Kamavinga. In fact, Real Madrid already has a plan for the future.
Mm-hmm.
But Real Madrid fans will always complain because they are the most impatient fans in the world, right? They expect the Champions League every season. They expect to win back to back. But if you even
Yeah,
look at it,
that's how big team should think though.
yeah, but if you even look at it, Real Madrid season is not necessarily a failure because if you look at it critically, they actually have about 3 trophies already this season.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they are not the major trophies, they have the Copa del Rey, they have the Kings, they won the
But,
Club World Cup, yeah.
what annoys me most with this Madrid team, not even the
They won the
champion.
Club World Cup, and I think the Super Cup. I think they have
Yeah,
three. They might be the lesser trophies.
yeah,
They might be the lesser trophies in terms of to the fans because they're always used to the Champions League and the La Liga,
yeah.
but they are not. They didn't go trophyless. And then there's always next season. They need a new striker. They need their new midfielders to step in. Like Tchouaméni needs to start
But
to to
see that
continue starting.
the problem with Madrid and Ancelotti is Ancelotti doesn't like to change. He's very loyal and he's been using this Christmas tree for a very long time. This is where their fans are kind of having a go at him that yes, we can understand you are loyal. Sometimes you need to change something if it doesn't work. Yes, you can be winning match, but switch up something. And the most annoying part about it is they lost the La Liga to Xavi Hernandez, who is inexperienced.
well, well. Well, there are precedents to these things. Like you said, Xavi Hernandez is inexperienced. Like how about Guardiola who won it? Guardiola was not proven before he won it with Barcelona. Um, the truth is, Real Madrid had a dismal season in the La Liga, and I feel like I said earlier, I feel the aging squad was a problem. Now, Ancelotti, the criticism about him not rotating his squad and all that, like I said, the people who are complaining because they didn't win anything major. We are forgetting that even Zinedine Zidane did the same thing. Zidane always starts the same guys,
Yeah.
and he won back-to-back Champions League. Zidane always did that. It worked for him. Mourinho in his first 2 seasons for Chelsea did that. I remember then one of the criticisms of Mourinho was that he will start Drogba, Lampard, John Terry, both in FA Cup or Carling Cup or everywhere. Like he doesn't. Do you understand?
Those are
It
his friends.
worked for it worked for them. And we also need to also need to remember the fact that not every team is Man City. Not every team can rotate their players and get the same result. Now look at what happened when they pulled out Kevin De Bruyne, pulled out Haaland. Like nothing changed. In short, in fact that's when they started balling. Look at the pass. Foden became Kevin De Bruyne. Alvarez became Haaland. How many teams can confidently say that they have that? Who's Benzema's replacement in Madrid right now? If they pull out
Nobody.
Benzema, who is going to start?
Nobody.
Do you understand? If you pull out one or two players, right? Carvajal, for instance, you know, they don't even have a left back right now. Do you understand?
And
So it's just a criticism. You can't over criticize Ancelotti,
as
in my
I
own opinion.
always call him grandpa because he's a godfather when it comes to coaching. As
No,
is a
Ancelotti can do no wrong right now to Real Madrid fans. You are defending champions. You went out in the semi-final to a very good team, but it's just Real Madrid. Real Madrid, they are very impatient, so it's expected from them.
yeah. So, Mr. Blue Eyes, Mr. Blue Eyes, there's a receipt for yesterday where you said Madrid is gonna dismantle Mancity. Mr. Blue
Yeah,
Eyes,
yeah.
it is the opposite.
Listen, man.
Gibbs has killed me. Gibbs has already killed me to message. Gibbs, relax.
Jibs, Banji, Jibs, take
Relax,
a easy, man.
Gibbs,
Listen,
relax.
I tell you something. You see what happened today? This is the first time I actually believe in Pep's cooking.
Wow.
Not that I believe in his cooking, but I actually saw his cooking. You know what he did today? Can somebody guess? And it wasn't anything major, but can somebody guess?
Go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. This guy, you know what he did? He let Real Madrid live and die by Camavinga.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you understand one thing, I think Ancelotti started playing Camavinga in that wing position as soon as he got Mancity in the tie, right? I think so, because Camavinga was playing midfield. Remember, Camavinga benched
When Rudiger came on,
Camavinga started left back earlier in the season because of injury crisis at the left back.
No, but I'm saying in the Champions
I think Camavinga played at the left back for probably 5-6 games, even in the La Liga, even before Champions League.
No, but in the Champions League itself,
mm-hmm.
It was Camavinga and Kroos.
Yeah, Kroos, yeah.
Before, you remember Camavinga benched Tchouaméni in that midfield.
Yeah, Benjamin, yeah, I remember.
However, like you were saying, this is my humble opinion. No, please jump in and interject. This guy Ancelotti found joy in the productivity that Camavinga was giving him on the wing, because the boy he's athletic, he can run, he's got feet, got legs. So you know what Pep did today I thought it was simple, but it was a little bit majestical. Is he put Bernardo Silva?
Yeah.
He took Bernardo Silva and said, you know, this Camavinga boy, let's keep him busy. If you notice, Camavinga was destroyed. He looked like a kindergarten kid. Like you can actually see Camavinga as a, what do you call it?
What
do you call kids from Cobham? Academy.
Academic, yeah.
You can see an academic kid in Camavinga. You saw that in him. And you know why he did that? Is what he would do is he would throw Bernardo Silva for like 20 minutes and then he'll switch it. He'll bring the other guy from the other side. What's his name?
Grealish.
So Camavinga was caught in no man's land today. So what I thought Ancelotti was going to do is take Camavinga out. I thought he was going to make a huge chess move, because if he had done that, you will see Pep saying, okay, so what's going on?
You now open up the game. I agree.
You understand what I mean? I thought I saw Ancelotti was trying to play like I'm a big boy. Pep Sawyer now. Pep Sawyer now more ball. So before Camavinga could know it, ladies and gentlemen, he was surplus to requirements come the 70th minute.
Yeah.
And at that time, somebody was saying that when Man City executed the substitution, that no team has that kind of flex.
Yeah.
Listen, any team that is 3-0 up in a Champions League semi-final, make any substitution, you won't notice the difference.
Yeah.
When you're 3-0 up. So it's just the flex that comes with being up 3 goals in a semi-final tie.
Yeah.
Do or die tie. So for me, Ancelotti, I think he got it wrong. And I really, man, listen, man. We need to talk about one guy here, man. We need to talk about one guy here, man.
Go ahead.
We really need to talk about Cruz, man.
Yeah, Cruz is done.
Die, my brother. Thank you.
But okay, this is me. Cruz is more of a number 8, not a number 6.
But you know when I knew Cruz was done, I don't know if you guys saw that. I watched the entire game when he made an amazing forward beating move, and he got into space. Instead of him to advance, he ran to the wings. I'm like, come on, get away from me.
I remember that move.
I'm like, who is this guy? Yeah. So
Cruz is done. That's like most since last year, in my own opinion.
Madrid already has a replacement.
My final thing here is that, guys, Ancelotti over experimented with Camavinga. Camavinga is a guy that I think will flourish if you keep him in his own lane. And I know I'm the first to tell you that a player is supposed to play in different positions. But I find with Camavinga, because of how young he is and because of how this kid flourished in that number 6 role.
Yeah.
Man City just exploited the fact that, hey, this guy is not really
respond. He could not respond at all.
No, he could not. He sat down there and he was basically stuck. He couldn't. The tactical manipulations he was trying to apply.
Yep.
0.
Carlos a fraud, man.
No, it's not.
How you doing, brother? Your take on
it. Thank you for having me on Abel. This is my first time coming on your channel. Appreciate it. But you'll see, I've been saying all season, Carla out, right? All season, right?
I remember.
Every time I comment in the chat and Twitter, they say harem football gets you trophies. Am I wrong or right? Harem football gets you trophies. Pep is about to win a treble. Beautiful football. But apparently harem football gets you trophies. Bro, I ain't gonna lie. Carlo needs to go.
Whoa.
He coached Real Madrid and he's saying reaching the semifinal of the Champions League is a success for Real Madrid. That alone should get him sacked. Modric and Kroos, I mean, I think they should keep Kroos, but Modric needs to go. He needs to go, but I think they should keep Kroos. And I don't know where we go from here because if they want to sack Carlo Ancelotti, the same thing is going to happen next season. He's going to play the same old guys because you don't know to take risk. Like, why is Tchouaméni not starting? Like, tonight should have been Tchouaméni, Kroos, and Camavinga. I don't know why he keeps playing Modric and Kroos together.
It's because Tchouaméni is not there yet. I know some people will beg to differ, but keep going, keep talking.
I agree with that too. Tchouaméni, I saw some lapses in Tchouaméni, even for France national team. He's not there yet. It's not the Tchouaméni, Camavinga, and Valverde. They are the future of the Real Madrid midfield, right? Now, I understand Ancelotti's reasoning. The midfield of Luka and Toni Kroos, they are a winning combination. These are people that it's just like the Xavi and Iniestas, right? Yeah. They've played together for years, back to back. They are experienced. One of them is a World Cup winner. The other one has played in the World Cup finals. I understand that, but the mistake, like I said earlier, the first mistake that Ancelotti made was not starting Rudiger. It wasn't only just about the midfield. Do you understand? Football is psychological. First of all, the reason why Real Madrid could play 1-1 in the first leg, despite the onslaught from Man City in the first half. Now, if you notice, even Real Madrid scored against the run of play in the first half. The reason why they could do that was the psychological advantage they had over Man City, despite Man City having bulk of the possession. If you remember the first leg, Rudiger burst Haaland. Like in the first 2 minutes, he made sure he intentionally fouled Haaland, and then he shouted at him just to impose. Do you understand? To impose his stature on him. Football is psychological. Look at what even against the Everton in the Premier League. Look at what Yeremina was doing to Haaland. Football sometimes is psychological. I think that was the first mistake. You don't throw away winning formula. Rudiger showed.
Hold on. Pep. Not Pep. What do you call it? Pep actually coached for Rudiger starting. That's why when I hear what you're saying, I'm like, hold on. The team that you saw today from Mancity was in case Rudiger started, because it was more midfield intensive. So the damage was going to be done in the midfield. Had nothing to do with defense. As soon as they hit you in the midfield, you're done. You get breached.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, please.
Kevin De Bruyne's goal in the first leg was from where?
From the midfield.
It was from the midfield. And
I can't remember any goal today that was from Man City that was from outside the box.
Yeah, but
now
the thing is,
Real Madrid, Rudiger limited them to outside shot. They couldn't do anything inside the box.
Hold on now. Let me answer your question. You're not letting me answer your question. How many did Haaland score today?
No, he didn't score, but
he did it, but he missed a sitter.
Exactly.
He missed a sitter. Exactly. Haaland missed a goal that he should have scored every other day.
But what I'm saying is, hold on. What I'm trying to say is this: you coach for. There are certain things that you know might happen because of statistics, and based on statistics, you know that Haaland is supposed to score, so you don't coach for that. What you don't coach for is if midfielders will score, and that's what happened today.
What was Carlos' plan today? Like,
no, Carlos' plan today was he just thought that he was going to walk all over Man City.
Yeah, it was Vinny and Inshallah, but they I ain't gonna lie. Walker, yeah, it was Vinny and Inshallah. What was his plan? Because Vinny got he got marked up game.
Vinny was zero.
No plan B. Carla had.
I didn't even know he was playing today. I didn't even notice he was playing today.
Because Walker pocketed him actually.
I mean, he's fine.
Walker is probably one of the best right backs in the world right now. He pocketed Vinicius. Like Vinicius is 10 years older. Sorry, Vinicius is 10 years younger than Kai Walker, but I don't understand Kai Walker's speed. I remember one of the counter attacks Vinicius had. He was basically supposed to be one-on-one with the goalkeeper. The next thing, Walker has already recovered. Like that, this is someone that is 10 years younger than you, and you're matching him pace to pace. Like that was really impressive.
No, again, like I said, this is the first time that even when we played Pep. Somebody needs to mute. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, okay.
Even when we played Pep in the Champions League finals,
yeah,
I still thought Pep was not. There was nothing extraordinary about what he did that day. I thought Tuchel outcoached him for some reason, and I'm not a Tuchel guy. But today, listen, this guy was left tactically bankrupt.
Yep.
Who, Carlo?
Carlo Ancelotti was left
exactly.
Tactical bankruptcy.
Easily.
It was a fantastic game, man. I enjoyed this game, pound for pound.
Yeah.
Because this guy, Pep, actually made in-game manipulation. His in-game manipulation, man, was top class. Top class, man. Ancelotti didn't know what to do.
It wasn't too hard though. It was easy for them.
Exactly. Because for me,
that's when you know you're playing a good
because
game.
Everybody is saying they want Don Perez to let go of Ancelotti. I'm like, who is available right now?
Who do y'all think Real Madrid should hire next season as a manager?
This is me now. This is me. I hate to do it. I don't like doing it, and I think Perez made that mistake when Zinedine Zidane left because he didn't say it. He wasn't getting the backing he should have gotten. Then when he left. And I think that was the mistake Perez made then, where Ancelotti Zidane is there some certain players, but he didn't get it. Labiu, Pogba.
It's not like the squad we have right now is weak. It's that Ancelotti, he doesn't know how to use it.
But he's winning UCL and
This is the problem I have with Real Madrid fans. In as much as you guys are always wanting to win the Champions League, which is not possible every year, the impatience of Real Madrid fans, even as a Chelsea fan, is baffling. Real Madrid are defending champions, up until this game. This was the same team that won the Champions League last year, and the previous year, I think they stepped out to Chelsea, who went on to win it. Yeah. Then this season, you go to the semi-finals of the Champions League. I think Real Madrid fans should be more bothered about their performance in the La Liga. There are very few teams in the world that can give year in, year out performances in the Champions League. Somehow, that's why it's the Champions League. You are going to go out to the best of the best.
Yeah.
How many teams in the world can beat Mancity right now? You went out to a very good team. It's not even like I don't even think Perez is thinking about sacking Ancelotti right now. I don't think so.
Don't accept
I don't
that.
think so.
Hey, Los Blancos, don't accept that sentiment. That's what you.
That's the problem. That's the problem they've always had.
We got standards.
That's the problem.
Exactly.
And this is coming from a Chelsea fan that is impatient himself.
Exactly.
This is coming from a Chelsea fan that is impatient himself. But Real Madrid fans, the Los Blancos, theirs is on another level. Like when semi-finals, come on.
Don't buy that, man.
But
Well, you think they shouldn't sack him?
But Los Blancos, because see, for me, Atlanta has been playing this Christmas play since 2005. He's been doing it since decade. He hasn't changed that formation, and he won't change it because that's where Ancelotti play. You cannot change him. That's why I call him Godfather. Because
Now, funny enough, Ancelotti changed his formation in Real Madrid. Ancelotti was known as the 4-4-2 guy. Diamond formation, AC Milan, Chelsea. He always, even in Everton, he was doing 4-4-2 diamond formation. It was in Real Madrid who started doing 4-3-3 for the first time. So people saying that Ancelotti is a KE because he's not flexible. I don't buy that. This guy has coached the best of the best. He has 4 Champions League. This guy's won 4 Champions League medals. Who does that?
do you think
The guy is good.
Do you think
as a coach, he might win, he might fail, but it doesn't take away your pedigree. It doesn't. I don't buy the idea that he was dismal. I think you should just be bothered about what happened in the La Liga this season. Champions League was decent.
Well, let me remind you something, young man. This is a business of productivity. If you're not producing, you gone, man.
right?
You're gone, man. The dog gonna.
Do you throw away a winning formula?
It doesn't matter these days. I hear you know what you're saying is spot on, but it doesn't matter these days, my brother.
Yeah,
You would rather keep.
it's all about businesses.
You rather keep a coach that is winning, that doesn't know what he's doing, but is winning.
Mhm.
Just as long as they get
Because-
the W's.
I don't blame Los Blancos and Madrid fans because they have seen this pattern before with Ancelotti, where
Exactly.
he wins with individuals.
Yeah, Carlo doesn't have a way to play. If Vinny doesn't show up, we don't win games at all.
Yeah. And see, that's another thing. No.
Los Blancos, that's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh.
This is
It's a bit harsh. It's a bit harsh. No, but let's.
I'll come to you, Kenny, because this is me talking. Ancelotti has been doing this since 2005 with AC Milan. I call him Godfather because he's been doing this
Before 05. Ancelotti won the Champions League before 05.
So I'm talking as a
Ancelotti
manager.
won the Champions League before 05. This guy's done more than 15 years in Champions League back to back. What are we talking about? And he's still in the game. Do you think it's a coincidence that the Brazil national team wants him?
No, but what I'm telling you is that nobody is above being fired, man.
Yes, I know. No one.
Nobody's above being fired. So at the end of the day, if the person gets those termination papers, even though they pay you out and even though you keep your name, you are that day a number. You're one of those that got fired.
I agree. Let me read the chat before I come to Kenny and Kima. Shout out to SSB. Let me start with Vote for Your Feet. Vote for Your Feet said, people think the Champions League was lifted today. Simeone Inzaghi has other ideas. Relax.
Nah, Inter has no chance.
Ancelotti Duriani will
I
take.
support that.
Big up Blue Eyes. Shout out to SSB.
Big up, SSB, my brother.
Kamavinga had played left back for a while. Yeah, he's been playing that. Wait, Chouameni was playing right back today. Excuse me? What?
Oh, so you guys, so you're saying he's been playing left back for a while, but
Yeah,
there was
he's
a time
been
he
doing
played
that for a
midfield.
while, yeah. Both La Liga and Champions League. He's been doing that for
Yeah, like I said,
For the
the
past
injury
6 months,
crisis Real
he's been
Madrid
playing
had.
left
Yeah, he's
The
way
injury
better.
crisis Real Madrid had in the left back position
He's
forced
way,
Ancelotti to play him there.
he's way better in the
Already
midfield.
as fullback instead of Camavinga switching them both. SSB also said the whole week was a Pep masterclass.
Yeah, no kidding, man. I don't know
Yeah,
where
the
he's coming
stats
from. Where's
are
Cal?
real.
Where's
Are
Cal?
real bad, man. Cal is coming. It's coming for you, Blue Eyes. It's coming for you.
Cal
You and
go
him.
keep us today.
And
Good.
Abdul is here. He can't hide anymore. Madrid didn't even make a single pass in the attacking third in the first
He's
half.
old.
Lord have mercy. Child. SSB said that Real Madrid had 13 passes.
It is bad. It is bad. It is bad.
That's less than a pass per minute. You know how crazy that is.
And this man want me to accept this from Carlo.
Child.
This is his team.
Let me give you guys
You're being
another
a bit
case.
hard, man. Just
I heard
relax,
Real
relax.
Madrid are going for Kimmich Davis. No comment.
They should just buy the whole of Bayern Munich.
Yo, but when you
Yeah,
guys
it was
were
28%
when you guys were
possession.
celebrating
72 to 28. Imagine that. That's crazy.
Los Blancos, when you guys were celebrating the Champions League last season, nobody could hear a word. Noise all over the
But
place.
we all
Today,
knew it was Benzema and Vinicius Champions League and Courtois. That's it. Carlo didn't do anything, man. I'm telling you.
I think they have been saying it a lot since a very long time. They have been winning with individuals.
Right. If it wasn't
But
for
is
Courtois,
wait, sorry, is that necessarily a bad thing? Every team has
No,
star
it's not
players.
bad. Yeah, no,
It's
it's
not
not a bad
necessarily a
thing.
bad thing.
It's not a bad
AC
thing.
Milan won the Champions. See,
No.
one thing about football sometimes we don't. There are some heroes in a team that we don't really talk about because maybe they are not so visible. Everybody talks about Vinicius, Benzema, blah blah blah. Are we forgetting that Camavinga was the change in Mancity in Chelsea game? Remember, at some point in the Man City match last season, Real Madrid was in the losing position. They were
No.
losing by 2 goals
can
down.
I ask you a question?
Camavinga was the one that single-handedly changed that game. Despite the fact that Benzema and Vinicius scored.
Guys, listen. Firstly, we have to revise that first game. We have to revise it, huh? Because what Man City has showed us today, and it was exactly what Carl was telling us, and some people don't want to listen. He said, guys, you know what? Let me just keep quiet.
Let me finish up the chat. I'll come to you, Clement. Don't worry. Let me finish the chat.
hey man, Carl just got lucky today. Go and calm yourself.
Relax.
man. I'm waiting for Carl. Carl, I hope you're listening. Come,
It's coming. Don't worry. It's coming.
let's have a debate.
This guy is relax. Good for Phil said Tuchel was national replacement for Pep, and I think Tuchel should have voted for Madrid. Real Madrid is more suited for Tuchel than Bayern are.
Tuchel is struggling at Bayern. He has not solved this problem in his home team.
Rudiger omission and midfielder selection killed the game. Maybe.
Yeah, Rudiger would have not changed anything.
Thank you, Kenny. Rudiger wouldn't change nothing.
Rudiger is not changing nothing.
Mancity
Unless he's playing in the midfield. Unless he's playing in the
Mancity
midfield.
minus 500 on June 10th. We shall see. I have nothing to say. Blue Eyes is speaking fact. Relax, SSB.
SSB, my brother. Thank you. Don't mind them.
Is Nagelsmann ready? I'm not sure. Also, Raul for me is not ready as well. Going back to Zidane wouldn't be good look either. There's no obvious fit. I agree.
Yeah, can I say one thing?
Okay.
Last season when we won the Champions League, do you know when you get dominated every round, outclassed every round? Why do we need to always come back? Why can't we just dominate a game and win? It's a coaching issue. Why do we always need to come back?
Listen,
But
you want
if you actually think about it, Real Madrid has always been like that for the past 20 years. If you actually think about it.
Listen, we all know what Real Madrid is.
I can give you several
individual
instances.
talent. We know what Real Madrid is, guys.
Yeah,
Let's not try to change it. That's just Real
I can
Madrid.
give you several instances.
Except if
La Decima against Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid scored first. La Decima. I can give you like 10 instances where Real Madrid had to come from behind to win. Like 10.
Yeah.
So Real Madrid has always been like that. It's not necessarily the coach.
Yeah, good. So good for Phil said it seems like Carlo. It's okay. Oh, name X or SFTBF. Shout out to you. Shout out. Yeah, shout out to you. Shout out. Let me give you a shout out. Yeah, shout out to you. You make a football edit and whatever you call. Shout out to you, brother.
He said soccer. Abdullah, read his message well. He said soccer.
Don't you dare say that word, man.
It's football, not soccer.
That's abomination.
Man, you are sick in the head. Relax. I call it football, not soccer. But no comment. People also said, does Ancelotti get away with tactical bankruptcy? If this was Mourinho, they would talk about it for weeks. But vote. This is Ancelotti. This is the way Ancelotti play. He can't change, man. He's been playing like this for like a decade.
No, guys. I think we're being a bit reactionary, guys. You guys, we don't realize what we're seeing. What we saw today, you guys don't realize what we saw today. Today, we saw exactly what City have been doing the entire season, guys. Listen. What? Rodrigo, Vinny, you guys were taken to daycare. Abdul, what happened to your boys? You guys were taken to daycare, man. What happened?
I said daycare.
No, serious. Personally, I don't blame Real for this loss. I don't blame Carlo. I don't blame anyone. What do you do against these guys? What do you do against that? What do you do against that? The thing is, this. Okay, I said this at the first leg, and Abdullah was here, and I believe Blue Eyes and Kenny and everyone was here. I said this City team getting that 1-1 at Bernabeu, they won the tie there because you went to the Bernabeu at Real's, at the Mecca of football. You can say it's a Mecca of football if you want. You went there through all the shouting, all the screaming, all the those dirty tactics. Thing, what's his name, Rudiger and Carvajal, and they kept their cool. They kept their head. They played their football. You came home, you saw something else. Today, I was confused. I said, since when did Southampton wear full white kits? What the fuck is going on?
Black it.
Guys, listen, I don't like watching City in the Premier League because this is exactly what happens. The ball just stays in the opposition half. Taka.
Do you just say South?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good example. After all, they're relegated anyway.
And then you people want to go and pay 120 million for Lavia. Nah.
Oh my God, guys! Listen. For Real Madrid fans and Real in general, don't feel bad. This is just something else. You can't stop these guys.
Let me ask you a question.
You want to go and pay 120 million for Lavia? Look at the person we're going to go and pay.
Yeah. What's up, Los Blancos? What do you want to ask?
Yeah. Is the Man City starting 11 isn't way better than Real Madrid's? Like,
no, it's not about way better. It's not. Listen, here's the thing: when you have players that are individually brilliant, on top of that, you have a system that they play. These guys play like robots.
Exactly. Carlo don't have a system.
No.
Most of your players, they couldn't even fit in that system. Let's be real.
They can't fit in that system. Los Blancos, what you don't understand is Real Madrid is a team. It has always been a player power team. You bring in individual talent, you give them the ball, you let them do what they need to do. Ronaldo, Bale, Figo, all these guys.
It has always been like that.
It's always been like that. That's what we know. Real was just superpower. Give them the ball, someone does something. That's what Real is.
Hold on.
But when you bring this system crap, and you have players like Bernard, these guys have Mahrez on the bench.
Foden and Alvarez, World Cup winner.
Yeah, but
guys, listen, man.
The World Cup winner was on the bench, man.
Listen, guys, football is over, man. I'm calling this sports soccer now. It's no longer football. Abdul, I know your boys broke your heart tonight.
Kima, let me tell you something. I just want to respond to Kima really quick. You see the thing with what were you talking about again? Real Madrid and
Manchester City.
Yeah, what was he talking about again?
I was talking about
the individual quality.
Yeah,
exactly.
The team.
Listen, even though you hire all rock stars, okay,
thank you.
You still have to create a choir.
A symphony, yes. Thank you.
It has to be symphony. I don't care who. I don't care. It doesn't matter. This is not the first time I've seen a team filled with chiefs. If you have to be able to, and when you have a team filled with chiefs, you got to be able to create villagers. That's what makes you a gaffer.
Yeah, I agree.
Blue eyes. I want to ask you guys a question.
Who was talking bad about Lavia? Who was talking bad about Lavia?
I was talking about Lavia.
We'll get back to Lavia. Relax.
That was me talking about Lavia.
You're so much better than
that.
Relax. I'm just surprised that people want to go and pay 150.
No, it's not 120.
It's not 120, bro. Please. It's not 120.
Relax, man. Relax. We'll talk about Lavia later. Now, listen. Blue eyes, I want to ask you a question. That first leg, why are we blowing steam up Real Madrid's ass so much? If you think about it now, with the context of this second leg, why are we blowing so much steam up their ass?
You know why? Because they have stats, they have numbers behind them.
They have the heritage.
They have heritage. You can actually, if you don't even need to Google, you can go 5 Champions Leagues back, and you can tell a story with Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That alone formulates your evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
To an extent, I believe this game was a good thing for Real Madrid because they need to wake up and tell themselves that the Champions League is no longer their birthright. That's why I'm baffled. I'm baffled that a Real Madrid fan, you are the defending champion. You are the defending champion, and you got out in the semi-final to an amazing Man City team. And Real Madrid fans are shouting. What are you guys shouting about?
No, why should
There's
sport.
You want them to lose.
You guys never shout about La Liga. La Liga was Real Madrid's La Liga campaign was dismal. That is what every Real Madrid.
No, Real Madrid has always Real Madrid in the league. Real Madrid in the league have always been struggling. Even when they were winning 3-peat in the Champions League, Barcelona was still big in the league. Like the Ronaldo over there only won 2 leagues in like 10 years. Like Real Madrid have always
it's crazy. You know
they
why,
always
Kenny?
struggled in the
Kenny,
league.
you know why? That's the problem about
it's
having.
time they realize that it's not their birthright anymore.
Let me finish up the chat. Let me finish up the chat. So we'll come back to the other guys. So vote for Phil said Ancelotti will be disappointed to end his club managerial career in this way.
No, that's extreme. That's extreme. What can you do against a juggernaut?
Ancelotti has nothing to prove to anybody. Name how many managers that have 4 Champions League titles. What are you talking about?
Guys, hold on. SSB said, what's Ancelotti going to do with?
You see why you put the name of the trash players? Put the good players there, man.
The guy just picked out the worst of the worst and named them.
He won it back to back.
Wait, can you put the chat back? That was the last one.
Nope. Abdullah, make sure you go back. You have to go back to.
Guys. I have a conversation about Zinedine with you guys, but I don't think you're ready for it.
Abdullah, go to that Trameni comment. No,
that was me, Blue Eyes. Go back.
Thank you very much. Stop right there.
Emmy. This is Emmy Big Show.
Emmy is coming. Don't worry.
Wait, Abdullah, before you move, one second. I'm gonna say something. Valverde is Conor Gallagher, but with a tan.
No, oh my gosh, no, let's not do that.
I disagree, man. I disagree totally. Why you guys
bad game here, but let's not do that.
He was just running around. He was just running around.
I swear to God, he's cocaine with a tan. I swear to God.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
Why are you guys doing this?
Give me 1 second, guys.
Wait, who said that?
What did you
No,
say?
this is reactionary, man.
You say Valverde is what? Say it again.
He's cocaine with a tan.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Did Valverde start today?
He did.
Yes.
He did. What are you talking about?
Hold on, though. That was the first mistake that Ancelotti made. Valverde is a guy that comes off the bench to give you that.
What?
Yeah, he's Valve.
I disagree totally.
You guys.
No, I agree. Kenny, relax, guys. Like, I agree. You know why? Just like cocaine, he gives you 90 minutes football. He gives you 90 minutes.
Let's not do that. This guy that a couple months ago was like one of the best players in the world. Now you guys are saying this guy is some bench player.
Against Man City. No, hold on. Against Man City, there was no need for him to start.
Oh my God.
Tyler said,
Kenny,
I don't think
cocaine had a good season at Crystal Palace. Let's not forget.
I don't think I saw Madrid blow a team out of to start off regardless who their coach is. They win with heritage and nostalgia.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man, but you cannot substitute heritage and nostalgia.
Well, the end justifies the means. Who has the highest trophies in the Champions League history?
They've blown out teams. Let's not do that.
No, of course, but yesterday, you feel me?
Yeah.
But Bob said, Bob shout out to is Todd Bowley taking note or is he looking at the English manager? Meet on Mike.
Please don't bring back. Nobody should talk about Todd Bowley here. Don't bring back our people.
Abdullah, did you tell someone in the chat to mute his mic?
Every said Lukaku and Lautaro do as God the dagger for us in the final. It will end We shall see. MB said Pep will struggle to prepare for Inter because it is a one-off game. We shall see.
People are just hoping. People are just hoping. They're just praying.
I'm reading comment. I'm reading. Before he said, "Chouameni is that young."
Yeah, what is all this child? Why are people just talking about
Who are those?
I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Please, Abdullah, can you move this? This is no longer nice. This is not it. Please. That's not it.
I don't know. People are just pleading for Trump. I don't get this from any.
No,
This
it's
is
only
not
right.
it, please.
It's only right. It's only right.
This is Ash. This is Ash.
Why? If it's
Abdullah, wait 1 second. After Chouameni missed that penalty, man, he's never been the same.
Vote is crazy.
That's true.
I don't know, man. Bob said Carlo Ancelotti said he wanted to coach Brazil. Maybe he lost on.
Let me ask you guys a question. Chouameni and Enzo, who is better?
Oh my gosh, blue eyes every time.
Man City won away from the UCL this. I think it's only been doers. Man City destroys opponent at home. Not away. Inter has been good away from home this season. We shall see. But it's a one-off.
There's no room for them.
He has a point there.
But the problem is, it's a one-off game. See, I'm taking form out of the way because it's a one-off.
No, wait. Abdullah, look at this comment. Abdullah, can you please open my AV? Open my AV, please. Abdullah, open my AV. Abdullah, open my AV. Open my AV. Just open my AV for a second. Before you continue, open the AV for a second.
Come on.
Kimon, you're not serious, man.
No, I'm serious. Football, it all depends on this dude. Like all football, it depends on this dude. Okay, guys, listen, guys. You came from Congo, Belgium. Now football. You've been slandered at Chelsea. Now football is on your. Football is on your shoulder.
La caca.
What's all this? Lord have mercy. NK, Madrid, Man City. Your take? That was annihilation. That was disgrace.
Real Madrid got cooked, man. There's no other way to say it. They got abused for the whole game. You know how I am. I'm like, yeah, look at players. Valverde was just absolutely nobody today. Was doing absolutely nothing to contribute. And I agree with the others. I think it was Blue Ice and others. The game was completely lost in the midfield. Real Madrid couldn't. It's not even that they couldn't, they didn't want to battle in the midfield from what I saw.
Yeah. Because
they were taking long goal kicks. They weren't even trying to play.
If not for Thibaut Courtois, it should have been 6 today. Should have been 6.
Yeah. I mean, my boy Camavinga, man. Bernardo got him good.
It was like a GSS 3 student and a primary school student.
Nah, Bernardo got him today. But I think for me though, I think Real Madrid had this. It was a long time coming because even last year in the Champions League, I thought we should have gone through personally. So it's nice for me. They've had it for. It's a long time coming. They finally got exposed. Shout out to them. They won a Champions League semi-final.
Yeah.
Abdullah, where's Vilton?
I sent him a link. It's not showing up. I don't know.
Vilton is never coming. He'll never show his face. He'll never show his face.
Why are you guys hunting these people, man? Let them grieve in peace, man.
It's shame. If City lost today, you would never hear from City. If Real Madrid lost today, you would never. Losing 4. Let me keep quiet.
So shout out City as well, man. They were really secure. John Stones.
Now you're seeing him. When I was talking, you guys were laughing at me.
John Stones.
My talent ID. Oh yeah, now.
John Stones. You know what? He's English, so he's trash. So I'm not gonna speak on him. But John Stones.
That guy's a top class.
No, okay. Okay.
Abdullah, you were one of those that was abusing me. Don't worry.
Don't worry. I don't listen to that player.
Did you record that?
Relax. Easy.
Come on.
That was the reason I didn't respond to Nana.
Come on. No. It's been a long time. Abdullah was one of the people that was throwing words. Nonsense.
I only
John Stones.
Relax. Easy. But I get you.
John Stones,
John
just,
Stones, I think he's the best English
classy.
player. The best
Classy.
English player.
I need Carl to also talk about Jack Grealish. You know, Carl's been trying to escape this one for a while and is trying to be put off. I need him to give Jack Grealish some flowers. Sensational game from him today as well, man. Sensational. See what
This guy wants too much, man.
They were just burning every aspect for me. So yeah, shout out them.
Yeah, no. Mr. Abdul, ancient man, yeah, talk your talk. But before Abdul talk, let me quickly read the chat. Bob said, mute your mic, relax. Tayo said, wow, you all sought for that. Lukaku is in good form. Mute your mic. Modric and Kroos they were beyond trust. They were
Kroos was all right. I think
Silva
Kroos
was
was all right.
today. Abdul, this is the least biased panel. Let him speak. Yeah, he speak. No, we don't do bias. We talk football here, so relax.
Yeah, there's no bias.
We don't talk shit. There's no bias here.
Yeah, let's hear Abdul talk today. Yeah, ancient man, they want you to talk. Yeah, go ahead, ancient man, talk.
Abdul's heart has been broken. Abdullah, when you talk, his boys are in daycare.
Let him talk. Ancient man, talk.
Big up, everyone. Good evening.
Yeah, talk, Abdul.
Can you guys hear me well?
100% we can hear you.
Yeah, big up everyone on the panel, on the comment section as well. Firstly, I think a lot of people are in their feelings this evening.
Yes.
Because of the results. They're getting either overgassed.
I have the receipt too, but I'm not playing it. I respect Abdul. I won't comment. I won't talk. I respect Abdul. Jeeps, don't you dare send me a DM. Don't you dare send me that DM.
Look,
Jeeps, don't you dare do it.
There's no.
Carl and Abdul are arguing about this thing.
There's nothing in football that I cannot defend. But if you bring me a superior argument, I'm going to accept. That's why I love football. Football is not like politics. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think most fans, what they're going to like say and experience tonight will have changed by tomorrow. You know, because people will have had time to reflect on it. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, City are yet to win the Champions League. That's how it stands today.
That's a low blow. Shot
fire.
I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect it.
Wow. Petty until the very end. Petty until the very end.
Oh my God.
That's how things stand today.
Okay.
I thought you were above this, Abdul. I thought you were above this.
That's a low blow. Chai, but continue.
No, so the thing is, today there's a lot of things that have been reconfirmed.
Hey, this guy, I don't understand Abdul anymore. Chai.
There's a lot of things that has been reconfirmed, acknowledged, and that can be learned today. You know, there's new things. There are things that have been there before that we've just seen again. Okay, so the thing is, you have to give Pep and City team a lot of credit today, and the reason why you have to give them a lot of credit is they delivered beautiful football to us today. Okay, this could have easily been a good final. So I really give City a lot of credit. I don't want to say anything contrary because people would think maybe I'm bitter about City or things like that, you know. So the only thing is like we have to give them a lot of credit. I actually I picked Madrid to go through. Okay, I picked Madrid to go through, but there are reasons why I picked Madrid to go through. I believe Carlo either made a few mistakes today or Pep was superior to him today. But I'm kind of tending towards Pep being superior today.
Yeah.
You know, so we just have to give credit to him, really. My pick was Madrid to go through, but what I saw, there's nothing I saw today that I was surprised with. There's nothing that I saw today that surprised me. you know. But I picked Madrid to go through, but they didn't go through because Pep was superior, Man City was superior. The crowd were like, really enthusiastic. They were up for it, and everything went their way. So I don't want to like really get into the positive and negative of each team because we've all just watched the game. So it's football. That's why I like it. That's why I follow it. That's why I'm passionate about it. And football sometimes is life, because some people, they don't only follow football, they actually work in football. I know some people who like actually work in Sky Sports, doing all kinds of job, but they work in a sports organization.
Oh, sport analyst.
And then there are some people who are season ticket holders. So football is live. That's why we follow it. That's why I'm going to continue following it. But
I know, and I never knew a 4-0 slapping could make someone philosophical.
But all I know is, let's just have a good time and enjoy talking about it. That's it. To me, football is not about, it's not like a war. Even if it's war, it's soft power war. So I really enjoyed it. Except I don't want to talk too much on it. But if someone want to ask me a particular question, then I'll explain it to them.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So if you ask me a question, I'm going to answer your question honestly. So it's not about me hating.
Yeah.
So go ahead with your question.
Abdul, I was promised and I was told that Valverde is a young Galactical and he was this player, and to be honest, for me personally, I just don't see it. Like I really don't. I don't know if you see anything, but for me, I just look at him as lung capacity. I just look at him as legs with a good strike of the ball. I don't think he's anything special. And I think the midfield was where this game was won. So I have to look at the midfielders. Like the guys didn't come to play today.
Can we see the retired?
Hold on. So what's the question then?
My question is, why do you rate Valverde as highly as you do? Because I don't see it for me personally. That's my question. Why do you? What do you see in this guy?
He's got quick feet. His brain is not as quick as Rodrigo or Vini Jr. But his feet is as quick as that of a ballet dancer. So it's more or less like I'll say.
Wait, so he's technical. He's technical to you.
You just say ballet dancer.
Sorry.
Ballet dancer.
Just wait. Can you wait? Is he technical? Is he a technical footballer?
He's a technical footballer. He's not the.
Oh my God!
He's not.
Did you just say ballet dancer?
Yeah, that's how quick his feet are. Is that not how you compare sportsmen with quick feet?
Kenny, I don't know if it's me.
NK asked a question.
Yeah. Okay, fair. Fair.
I've given him an answer, so it's for him to go and actually, recheck, reassess those things I've told him. It's about his feet. His feet are lightning quick. He's very quick on his feet. Okay, and that's what makes him unique. But what you don't know is, even up to world-class players, there's always something that's an ingredient that makes them unique. And I always try to pick that. I've said this 1 million times repeatedly on this stream. What makes KDB quick? I mean, what makes KDB unique? Most people don't know what makes him unique. They just say he's good. Okay, what makes him good? Like, what does he do that other midfielders don't do? And he actually demonstrated exactly what I've been saying, that when KDB strikes the ball, you can't observe it that much now, but you could observe it when he first came into the scene. He strikes the ball a few seconds earlier, a few seconds quicker than a normal footballer. That's what makes him unique. And see today, the first goal, he made that pass just as most of the players were not expecting it. That's what makes him unique. What makes Oscar unique? What makes Oscar unique is he always makes. I'm talking about Chelsea Oscar a few years ago. He always makes the right decision with the ball. You can hardly see a time.
Are you comparing Valverde with
No,
Oscar?
can I finish? Can I finish?
Abdul,
Can I finish?
Abdul, don't do this.
Can I
Don't do
finish
this.
now? Can
Abdul,
I
don't do
finish?
this.
No.
Kima, let him finish.
Oscar always makes the right decision with the ball. So what I'm trying to say is, it's very rare to see a player that has 2, 3, or 4 unique qualities that takes them to that level. It's always one most of the time. Okay, so what makes Valverde unique is the quickness of his feet. Nothing else. He has very good technical qualities, but he doesn't have messy technical qualities. Okay, what makes Mata? I'm just making an example of the players I've studied because it's difficult to study each player and know what makes them unique. You have to watch them, study them over and over. What makes Mata, that used to play for Chelsea, what makes him unique is his first touch. I think only Messi had a better first touch than him with both feet. Okay, so every player is like this. You cannot say Valverde, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items that makes him unique as a player. You're either going to find 1 or 2 or 3 in most cases. But that's what Nana, that's the answer for it.
Thank you.
Kenny, your take on Madrid versus Manchester City. That was an annihilation. Kenny, go ahead.
Yeah. Because obviously Man City dominated them. Like I said, for me, the midfield, the lack of athleticism showed, and the lack of control as well. They struggled to get out of their own half, especially compared to the first leg.
Yep.
The first like 15, 20 minutes was similar, but then after a certain time, like Real Madrid, they were able to like a couple times at least get through the press, but today they could not find a way. It was Modric played on his usual level. Valverde, like, he was quite poor. I don't get this Valverde hate. Is he the best technical footballer? No, but like, you don't need to be a good player or a very good player. You don't need to be the most technical midfielder. Kante is not a technical midfielder. Man's still a world-class midfielder, a very good midfielder. You don't need technique to be a good midfielder. Yeah. But
are you talking about Valverde?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He has other qualities.
Yeah.
Obviously, his main quality is man runs a lot. Yes, that's mainly why he's in the team. But he's true. But obviously, that's a plus. Like, the guy runs a lot. He runs a lot. Yeah, obviously
He has stamina. He has a very big engine.
He has lung capacity.
Yeah.
Right?
No, but like, for players, especially Real Madrid, when you have all the midfielders, you need that. You need a guy like that that's going to be running extra miles and all that stuff in the team. So because
Abdullah, can you open my AV, please?
This guy, man, with his AVs, man.
Fair enough.
But yeah, if you look at last year when he was playing like on the right, like they needed him to be like running up and down like he did. So obviously, is he the best technical footballer? But you need these type of players in your team, especially nowadays when you need to run it out. But yeah, Man City they dominated them. It wasn't.
Fair enough. Let me read the chat. Cruz said Madrid are Messi. No comment. Tayo said anyone can have updates at office. Come on, Valverde is a baller. Okay, we'll see. That game will be like a home game for Inter. Can I go play for Turkey? Okay, they love him, and the final is in Istanbul. Yeah, Chananoglu. Yeah, I agree. That's true. Oh, Valverde, aka Iron Lungs. Relax. Tayo, stop. You guys are sick, man. From vote for a fit to Tayo, you guys are sick. Vote for a fit, call it Dramini, a schoolboy.
And quickly on the game as well, like Rodri, this guy is by far the best DM. I don't want to hear nothing about no Partey, no Casemiro. Rodri is different level. Different. level.
Can I ask you a question, Kenny?
One man's meat is another man's poison.
If Rodri was not playing under Guardiola, he was in any other team, do you think he would be as? I'm not trying to undermine his qualities. Do you understand? But when you play for Guardiola, for instance, he amplifies your qualities. Do you think Rodri will fit in any other team?
Yes, because I think like he's quite like he's physical. Like you can't just like he's quite physical. He's tall on the ball. He's great on the ball. He's very good at tackling players as well. So obviously,
Okay.
yes.
Let me rephrase the question. Do you think Rodri will thrive in a team that is not always with the ball? Yes, that's why the fact he came from Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
That's why the fact he came from Atletico Madrid. Do you think the way Rodri plays now in a team that will not necessarily have possession all the time, do you think he will thrive?
Yeah, like, I've seen like how do you call it? Yeah, I think so. Yes, he has good attributes for that. Even this is like, for example, against Bayern Munich.
I don't know. This is a weird question. This is a weird question. I don't know.
I don't know, but like against Bayern Munich,
but City, man, I don't know why people forgetting how good City was. Do you guys not watch that game?
Wait, let Kenny land.
Yeah. Wait. So for example, against Bayern Munich, the first leg, like Man City didn't dominate them or not. And Bayern Munich actually like they had more possession in that, and he played it very well. So I don't think that he's a guy that needs possession to be like.
His contract is already renewed already. It's a long live analysis, so don't worry, you're good.
Yeah. But obviously, playing under Pep is going to boost. Like, what he's very good at. Obviously, is going to be put in evidence playing under Pep. But even if he didn't play under Pep,
yeah. Can I come here?
Right.
Man City has amazing players, right? And before I want to believe that the scouting system of Man City, they check a player, they look at the attributes of this player, and they tell themselves that this player will be a perfect fit for this Guardiola system. That's how these players come. They don't just go for any random player.
Yes. Now, when these players come in, Guardiola see these players as the unfinished article. Then he makes them play the way he wants. Now, some of these players will play for Guardiola 4-5 straight years. Now, if there's nothing like Guardiola anymore, do you think these guys will thrive in a standalone team? Including KDB, as much as I love KDB. That's a very good point.
KDB was performing before Pep.
Can I give you case studies?
Yeah, give me case studies.
Sterling was amazing at Liverpool, but Sterling became world class at Man City. Now, Sterling, you pulled out Sterling from that Man City team and put him in a team whereby you need him to carry the team. Sterling could not. Sane, the same thing. Sane was amazing at Schalke 04. In fact, one of the seasons,
Sane also played well. Sane was a very good player.
I'm not saying these players are not thriving to an extent for their clubs. I'm saying that they cannot even match 50% to 60% of what they did, because Guardiola has a system, and a system will not work if one or two screws and whatever are pulled out. Now, these players are used to that system. They go to other clubs, they cannot thrive. Some of them watch them for their country.
Mr. Zita, so is Haaland a player for the system? No, he's not, right?
Listen,
So
the way you should have asked let me tell this guy.
Man City had Aguero. Aguero was an out-and-out striker. Yeah.
Don't go too far.
So why the comment? Why Haaland? Haaland is just a 9. Guardiola played with Lewandowski. He played with Lewandowski.
You're not able to compare Haaland to Lewandowski, really. Osita, come on.
No, I'm not. Listen. See, this is the point. There's this myth that Guardiola doesn't necessarily favor 9s, which is wrong. Guardiola had Samuel Eto'o at a point. He had Ibrahimovic at a point. He had Lewandowski. He had Lewandowski at a point. He had Aguero at a point, and now he has Haaland. Now, somebody asked me a question.
Out of those three, only one of them has melanin. That's all I'm going to say.
Let him finish.
Someone asked a question that whether Haaland fits into the Guardiola system. The fact is yes. Why does he fit in? The midfielders, basically, they have creators in that team. Mancity have a lot of creators. Who finishes it? Yes, everybody is a potential goal scorer, but they need that 9. Lewandowski was that 9 for Bayern Munich. There's no team that doesn't need a 9. No matter how much football evolves, the 9 will never be erased. So that question, Haaland is not even out of it. You have creators in the team, and then you need a finisher. If you look at some of Haaland's goals, they are tap-ins. That's what you need him for. So that's not even part of the question. Let's go back to the question. The question is the system Guardiola has created around his players. If these players, some of them wasn't for their national team, why are they not replicating it for their national team? One.
Yes,
and number two,
no. The same thing applies.
Wait.
I have several case studies. Maybe because of time, I may not go into it. But the question I asked, we started with Rodri. I said something. Do you think Rodri as a standalone player? Because I don't like gassing up too many players. They have just few world-class players in that Man City team. The rest, if you put them out, they are done. Not Nathan Ake, Akanji, even the John Stones.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Don't go too far. That's why I say calm down. I want you to list 5 players that are world-class for club and country right now. You name 5. Just 5. That perform at the same level for club and country. Take away Messi, take away Ronaldo. Let me hear your.
Now you want to give me options. Now I wanted to mention 2 players already. I wanted to mention Mbappe, and now you want to take away. You can't tell me to mention. You can't tell me to mention 5 players and tell me which I can mention and which I cannot mention. Now we have already mentioned 3. We have already mentioned 3. What are you talking about?
I'll even give you a goalkeeper.
I'll give you a goalkeeper.
No, goalkeeper is different.
No, they are footballers.
I respect
Peter Cech was amazing in the Premier League. What did he do for national team? That's not it.
Calm down.
Mr. He asked you a simple question. Why can't you answer it?
Name 5.
It has been answered already. He has mentioned. No, you have not mentioned the problem. He said take away Ronaldo and Messi. Why should I take away Ronaldo and Messi? Why should I take away Mbappe?
Ronaldo is playing in this.
No, he didn't say take away Mbappe.
Hold on, guys, go ahead.
Listen, that's why this whole blah blah blah. I hear you. Blah blah black sheep. I hear you.
Blue eyes. I respect that. I respect it. By the way, that's a good question. That's a good question.
No, it's a good question because we've been following.
No, you caught him. You caught him like that. You caught him.
Football for a long time. Listen, even for Chelsea, let's bring it home. We know, all of us here. We know Chelsea fans. We know so much about our guys' international exploits more than club because we keep an eye on them. If you ask any Chelsea fan, they'll tell you right now. They'll give you statistics. So this whole thing about whether I know where you're going with this, you're trying to say is Pep a system guy? That's what you should have just said. Is he a system guy or does he know how to manage personalities? That's what you should have said from day one.
He knows how to manage personality though.
That's all. You're going around in circles.
He knows how to manage. Apart from
it's a good question, but the way you asked it was too long.
Because it wasn't that. It's because I said like Rodri is for me the best DM, and he said like, is he really that good?
No, but
or
it's
is he getting boosted?
Exactly, it's a reflection on Pep because even what he's trying to say to you is, can Rodri perform at that level that you called him the best DM? And he asked you, can he perform at the best DM level if he plays for country? It's a good question. Which is Pep a system guy? Meaning, do guys flourish based on system coaching, or are they just ballers?
Not all of them are ballers, but most, not all of them.
Are you a baller or are you a system guy? I mean, it's simple.
But that's But that's case by case.
Can we agree to an extent? As good as Man City are, can we agree to an extent that sometimes they seem very robotic?
Yeah, but that's what the coach wants.
No,
but that doesn't mean
that's the style of play. But we are always forgetting one fact, that you will not play for one coach for the rest of your life. You will not play under that same coach at your national team level. Any system that has advantage, we always have a disadvantage. Now,
How old is Pep right now?
I have no idea, but I know he has done 10 years plus.
51, 52.
51.
51.
Yeah.
So we have 30 years of this nonsense, huh? Okay.
This is an unpopular opinion that many people don't really talk about. Yes, we hail Pep Guardiola as this, as that, as that. He will not be in the game forever, one, and you as a footballer will not play under him forever. What happens? What makes you world class? Is it because you played under Guardiola, or because you yourself you be baller on a norm? I don't know how to put it.
Even if you play under Guardiola, there's certain player that stands out. If you stand out, it doesn't mean just because you play under a great manager doesn't.
For me, hold on, can you talk? Because for me, talking about maybe a system player or not, I will take an example with Phil Foden. In as much as an English player, if you put Foden in anything, Foden will ball because he's an actual baller. He can just play. It doesn't need system to play. That's Foden. It does not need system to play. Play him in any team, he will play his football because that is Foden. And that player may be different.
Good point. That's good point.
Are you guys seeing what is happening to Mahrez? Are you guys seeing what's happening to Riyad Mahrez? Can we compare Riyad Mahrez
of
Leicester?
I have been speaking about this since 2017. I have been talking about Mahrez since 2017.
You ask a good question.
See,
you know why? Because
football is becoming so robotic. That's disadvantage. That's what I'm saying.
Osita, do you remember the times when Mahrez would score a goal and then be benched the next game?
Yeah, true. I remember that.
And I had to watch Willian, by the way. I had to watch Willian, and I would see that.
No, you guys are missing one thing. It's because Mahrez is a system player. It's funny that you asked this question earlier. That's why he's supposed to be.
Mahrez is a what?
He's a system player.
On, Blue Eyes.
You know what?
Mahrez is meant to be a standalone player that carries a team. The way Hazard carried Chelsea for a while. That's the kind of player Mahrez is. Watch Mahrez for Algeria. Watch Mahrez for Algeria. Go and watch Mahrez for Algeria national team.
Technical player in the Premier League. There's no one who's more technical than him.
Let me say something. Let me finish.
Can you guys watch Mahrez for Algeria national team so that you understand what we are talking about? Guardiola's system has a disadvantage. It tells you where to stand. It tells you where to go forward. It tells you where to come back.
Calm down. Let me tell you why, Mahrez. Let me educate
you. Wait, hold on.
Hold on. Let me just finish. Let me educate you. Not let me tell you. Let me educate you. The reason why I say Mahrez is a system player is because what Mahrez does, right? He's ambidextrous, meaning he can play both. He pretends like he can play both feet, but he does it very well. But he will kill you with his lefty. Now, what makes him a system player is no matter what Mahrez does, guess what? He cuts the ball to his left wing. No matter what. 8 times out of 10, he cuts it out. And guess what? If you're coaching against Mancity, you can coach for Riyad Mahrez because you know the ball is going to come in on that inflow. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about.
We know what you're talking about, bro. Continue.
My brother, that inflow, because what you do is you coach against that inflow. So guess what? You put somebody with trickery like Silva, because Silva won't give you that inflow. Silva gives you unpredictability.
Yep.
Take notes.
So you're telling me that like Robben was a system player because
Robben is fantastic question.
Robben, if we debate on this, we do this for hours. I disagree totally. Anyway.
You asked me a question about Robben. You know the reason why Robben was different? Because Robben did it over and over again and he couldn't be stopped. That's why. So he created a niche. He did it over and he was predictable. You're absolutely right, but he couldn't be stopped. He was a beast.
Can I come in here? Are you aware of trademark skills? There are some players that have trademark skills. Zidane had it. You knew he was going to do it, but he didn't have a solution to it.
But we're talking about Mahrez.
Where Ronaldinho was doing snake bite. Where Ronaldinho was doing snake bite. Everybody knew he was going to do it, but you could not have a solution to it.
Calm down.
No, I'm giving you case studies. I'm giving you case studies.
You don't need to.
I'm giving you case studies. We are underrating Mahrez because I don't know why we are underrating him.
They are haters.
People are forgetting what this boy did in 2016. Why are you guys forgetting what this guy did? How many times? Can I ask a question? How many times did they minus Mahrez from a game when he was at Leicester? Like you took him out of a game. How many times did it happen?
Drinkwater was a superstar. Leicester, calm down. Calm
No,
down.
Blue House, I think
Calm
you're saying
No,
for me.
Kenny,
That's
Blue Eyes
not.
is a hater.
That's
Leave
not.
him alone.
Wait,
Kenny,
quickly.
Kenny, he's a hater. Leave him alone.
That's not being.
Hold on,
That's not being.
hold on.
That's not being a system player. This is tendencies.
Eddie is here.
Yo,
Eddie, shut up.
If you're predictable, you're a
Your
seasoned
yo,
take,
player.
your take
what's
on
For me,
Madrid,
if
What's
you're
up?
predictable,
guys.
if I
your
can
take on Madrid,
solve for
Eddie,
X,
go ahead.
I didn't really watch the game, so I'll just let y'all continue the
Excuse
conversation.
me?
But
Why?
I've been disconnected from football for a while, man. Please.
Excuse me?
I told you I've
we
been
need to.
on the
I understand
beach.
that.
I've
Yeah,
been on the
hashtag, I
beach, bro.
understand that.
Nah, I just want to get where this whole conversation started, bro, because I'm hearing just bare like wild stuff.
No
Like
comment.
where
We
did
don't
this
want
whole
to.
where
We
did
don't
this
want
whole
to. If
conversation
we go there
start?
today, we're not gonna end this thing.
Okay, now you're calling it wild, and you didn't watch
Let's
the game.
stop there. So
let's
since
start
you don't
from
watch
there.
it, today's
Let's start
score was
from there. You
4-0.
didn't watch the game,
No,
so let's hear your
Manchester
take.
City.
I didn't really watch the game.
I
but
really
look,
want to
No,
talk
wait,
about
guys.
Traumani.
No, wait.
my
I'll summarize it for you.
but
Eddie,
look,
I'll summarize it for you. Imagine a father grabbing his son by the hand and then walking him through the park.
I
Understand?
saw the stats, and yeah, it looked ugly. Was it 80% possession or something in the first half? My goodness.
Yeah,
70, 78.
Look, what it just means is, I mean, this Madrid team needed recycling for a while, but the fact that other European teams were that bad just allowed them to prolong this team. So expect that team to start, obviously, your Modric,
and they were
your
announced.
Cruz, your
I believe
Benzema.
they were announced Bellingham possibly next week. So
Yeah, so that team now needs to be refreshed. Mancity, this is pretty much, I mean, they had a window, and that window, let's face it, it was coming to a close, and I think Pep knew it, which is why Haaland was paramount this season. So of all seasons to do it, they have to get the job done now. If they lose that final, Lord have mercy on Pep.
They will
Lord
never
have
win.
mercy.
Eddie, don't make me dream.
We are not losing the final, my people. We are not
If
losing
Man City lose that final, they are never winning it again.
I said we will destroy Madrid. They're like, okay, calm down. I told y'all.
I don't have any leg in the race. Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Exactly. Thank you.
If Pep is gonna get it done, this is the season.
Eddie, wait, hold on. Eddie, you're telling me Pep is gonna lose to Bokaku? I am finished.
Yo,
Very possible.
I'm telling you right now, it's very possible. Y'all don't write off Inter like that.
Yeah,
Very possible. A lot of people are not seeing it that way. I don't know
Here
why.
we go. EPL haters are here. EPL haters all over the place.
Right, you're one of them.
I'm a Chelsea fan for Christ's sake, but sometimes let's say the truth. Do you think the final will just be a walkover?
EPL haters all over the place.
It's not about hold on, Blue Eyes. It's not about EPL haters. I'm telling you right now, Inter Milan, and honestly, the worst team to play in the final like this with a Pep system is an Italian team.
It's an Italian team.
It's an Italian team. That is the one thing Pep doesn't want to see right now. So if you let Inter score in the first 5 minutes of that game,
it's game over.
I know. Listen, Eddie, it's funny you mentioned that. I can't wait to have this discussion. I know it's probably in subsequent streams. Eddie, you're spot on.
It's one for the future, but I'm just saying, look,
because
Pep,
Eddie,
you need to finish your dinner right now.
Because I said, because we were having the discussion, I was like, it's a final, it's a one-off game. There is no favorite. It is a
and guys,
there's
that's
there is a favorite.
I don't know who it was.
Why I said that is, see, we might say Mancity is favorite, but for me, it's 50-50 for me because it's a final.
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a question, please?
Go ahead.
Can I ask a question? Between Man City and Inter Milan in that final, who do you think is under pressure more?
Man City.
It's Man City.
Thank you. That's the question.
Guys, listen. No, Osita, listen. If Man City lose, the price of petrol is going up. I hope you know that.
No, they're under pressure, but these guys now, they're used to that pressure. They've been in the final already. So I
No,
think
guys,
it's
listen.
not going to be as
Guys,
Operation
like
Save
it or not,
Football,
it's time.
codename
No.
Lakaka.
For
Mr. Kal is
Believe
here.
it.
No. Let me put it this way. And maybe we'll
Oh
get
my
it from,
God, Oga Carl is here to school us.
we'll get the thoughts of Carl after
There are
this,
many
right?
variables with this Inter Milan
No,
team that many people are not considering. Many variables.
Sita, calm down, man. Like, bro, if Man City lose this, it'll be about City, not about what Inter does. Let's be honest. There's not much Inter can do to win this, right? Man City are the owners of their own destiny right now. But I was going to bring in Carl there. But Man City fans we've all seen them win the Premier League, right? Yes, doing it for the fourth time in 5 years is not going to make much of a difference, right? It's a great achievement, but we've been there, done that. The FA Cup, does anyone really care? So them two, they can win that, and no one's going to blink or bat an eye. The Champions League is where the money is. Even a Man City fan will tell you that is what they want. He has to get the job done this year.
Hello?
Mr.
What did I told you? You guys didn't listen to me.
Mr. Blue Eyes is here. Who has Blue Eyes? Blue Eyes is here. I have the receipt.
Don't mind Carl.
Madrid is
we were looking for you yesterday, Carl. Where were you?
I was in practice. I had practice till late.
Of course, you had practice yesterday. I'm surprised why you don't have game today.
No, I just finished practice right now. I'm just joining right now.
Of course, but you didn't finish practice the same time yesterday. No problem.
I have 3 different teams. But the point is that I've been consistent. Blue Eyes, I've been consistent. I've told you that we're going to destroy this team. I told you. You didn't believe me. I told you.
That was been consistent.
I've been consistent. I've been consistent. I told you that we're going to destroy Madrid. You said no. I told you.
You said you were going to destroy them in the past game and this game. You said you were going to destroy them in both games. You said 3-0 each. I have receipts.
Okay, if I said 3-0 away, okay, maybe I got wrong. But 4-0 at home, when Madrid had 0 shots on target, 0 shots,
I know,
18% possession.
I know.
Where was Vinicius Junior? Where was he?
Oh my God, it was nowhere.
Where was Vinicius? Where was the Camavinga? You know Camavinga,
Surplus requirements. No.
They targeted Camavinga, overloaded the hell out of him.
So you saw that too? Okay, good. I thought I was alone.
Yeah. Even in the first leg, his error led to the first goal because it overloaded him. I talked about this game was going to be about overloads and mentality. These are the 2 things. Are you ready to win this? Are you ready? If you're not ready, you won't win Madrid. If you're not ready, you know what? You won't beat them. But they were ready.
Yeah.
Benzema had 180 minutes, 0 shot on target. Not one.
He was useless.
0 shots.
I did not even know Vinicius was playing until I saw him with Carl walk out. Hold on a minute.
And Carl, this is the reason why I said, and I'm not even trying to, because first this is the reason why I said whether Rudiger played or not. Even if Rudiger played, I think they would have considered more goals.
I mean, think about Rudiger is that if you watch the final 4th goal, right? Alvarez and Foden destroy Rudiger. They completely take him apart. Because Haaland's movement off the ball is not as good as Alvarez. Alvarez is short, he's stocky, he's quick on the ball, his movement is his press led to the 4th goal, literally. And then the ball from Foden behind him was a goal. But someone like a Haaland, he's great for Rudiger because Rudiger can stand up to him, right? He's tall, he's lanky, he likes to run, he's brute force. So that's the kind of striker he likes. But the quick false 9 kind of player, he struggles with. it. But Madrid, I mean, I didn't know it was going to be. I mean, I knew that we would beat them, but I mean, they were not good at all.
Let me quickly read the chat. Tayo said, I asked this because Bellingham will give you the legs, but he have the passing that will help this Madrid team play. He isn't the most technical player. I don't rate Bellingham. We move. Valverde will ball. I'm not responding to. I don't rate Bellingham. We move. Nana, don't respond. Blue Eyes, don't respond. Valverde will ball under Pep. Look at Sané and Rodri. They ball under Pep, but currently not at the level compared to the City players. I understand. Ceiling raiser versus floor raiser. What does that mean? I'm confused. If you put good passer back, if you if you go good passer by him, it would have been much more better. Bellingham, Valverde, and Modric. I still don't rate Bellingham, but we move. We sit and relax. Me, I don't rate Bellingham. That guy is just like for
Bellingham
me.
is overrated, man. It's overrated, man. I'm
I
telling
don't
you.
want to even talk about Bellingham. My lord, it's annoying the heck out of me, man. I don't even want to talk about it.
Abdullah, well, you keep reading. Okay, keep reading.
I don't think Modric, Coach Valverde were good technically either today. The passing, the first touch was just bad today. Abdullah, you relax. No comments. I'm not talking. If the Skywalker, okay, we'll get there. June 10, we'll get there. I feel like they needed more deployer in the midfield today. Like Kaka season. Okay. I just said I'm waiting for Lukaku. He had a tough year.
Just prepare yourself for the inevitable, man.
Man City,
trouble.
This final will be closer than people think. We shall see. June 10 is closer. Imagine Inter wins Martinez, Onana, and Lukaku transfer fee will skyrocket. Oh,
yes, thank you.
Lukaku the Chelsea player technically.
Yeah. Football is an unblast. City can lose. You see.
We'll find out, man.
I'll finish parties early just to join the panel and say.
Yesterday we were analyzing the game. Carl did not come. He did not come.
Rudiger would have made a difference. We'll see.
No, guys, come on. Rudiger cannot help them get the first touch.
Made no difference. Fair enough. So, guys, do you guys think the final is like? Do you guys think it's Eddie? Let me come to the Eddie. Is it just one-sided or is it gonna be like close game in the final?
Manchester City are overwhelming favorites. Let's speak fact here. Let's not beat around the bush with this. They're overwhelming favorites. Pep has to get the job done. That's it. That's what this season's about now. They're gonna win the Premier League by then. They're gonna win the FA Cup probably by then. It all comes down to the Champions League, right? And it just has to get it done. Sorry, I just gotta take a quick call. I'll be back.
No worries. Blue Eyes, final. Is it 50-50 for you or is it a close game of like, okay, it's a one-off? Mancity will destroy them.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
Okay. It's, it's 50-50.
Because
I'll tell you why. Because one team has heritage. No, one team has heritage and another one doesn't. I'll let you think about that. It's casting.
Did you just see what they did to Heritage?
Oh my gosh, man! This heritage talk, man.
Did you just see what they did to Blue Eyes? I don't know, guys. I don't know if I'm wrong. But
Inter has heritage. Man City doesn't.
Inter don't.
No, wait, Kenny. Let me bounce something off you for a second, Kenny. Can you substitute Heritage in at the 80th minute? Can you bring on Heritage from the bench?
Real Madrid, they actually have heritage because their players won. None of these Inter players won no Champions League.
They didn't do shit.
They didn't do shit.
The Marco. Listen. Remember when you went? Remember, if most of most of us said some of us went to university just because of the name of the school. Exactly.
So you are
telling me, I don't know
exactly.
So you are telling me
it wasn't me.
You are telling me some people went to Bangkok because of the name. Bless you.
I don't know about that.
It's the truth. Some people went to school because of the name.
People went to Bangkok because of the name. Lord have mercy.
You think people went to Harvard just because they are smart? Some people went to Harvard just because they needed on their business.
But Olodo doesn't go to Harvard,
You say? No, it's the Olodos that go to Harvard, though. You better recognize. It's the Olodos that go to Harvard. Because Olodos know how to make people work for them. Those are the smart guys. They don't know how to do their own work. They get people to work for them. And those are the people that Harvard want. You think Harvard wants somebody that is very smart and that knows the whole book? No!
I prefer not to respond. I prefer not to talk.
No
I am muted on that situation. I'm muted.
I know, brother.
I'm muted in that situation. No comments. Mr. K, the final. Are they gonna blow out Inter Milan or is it gonna be 50-50? Okay, talk. I'll come back to K. Abdul, is it? The final, Inter Milan Manchester City, will it be a close game or will it be like a blowout? Because for me, it's gonna be like I always said it. Final is like a one-off game where anything is possible. So for me, anything is possible. But Manchester overwhelming favorite, regardless of anything.
Tayo, my brother, man.
So give me your take, Abdul, the final.
For me, I'll say congratulations to Lukaku for winning a Champions League medal.
You are sick.
Yeah. Man City have won, man. Man City have won.
That's why I asked the question.
Abdullah, you know why I love what Abdul is doing. Abdul, carry on, because clearly your wishes, you have to apologize to me first of all. You have to apologize. You have to. I'm not. You have to apologize to me.
No.
Abdul, you have to apologize first. Say I'm sorry.
I have received Jeff saying I'm not playing.
I am sorry. I was wrong. That you said that they're going to batter them at the Etihad. I am sorry because they've not lost a game at the Etihad against any team under Guardiola in his entire time that he's been there. It's okay. I will forgive you. That's fine. You have to say that.
Are we facing you at home or away?
Abdul, don't take it. Abdul, don't take it.
Oh, we're at the Etihad.
Hold on.
Abdul, if you take this, Abdul, don't take this.
Hold on.
Okay.
Abdullah, which day did we do the review to the game?
Yesterday. Was it yesterday? No.
Abdullah, show the video. Bring the video up there. Bring the video.
Was Carl?
I was there.
Carl can jump.
I was there.
He was there.
No. I was there. I was there.
Carl wasn't here. Oh, yeah, he was. Yesterday he was.
No.
I was there the other day.
Hold on. You see,
I was there.
We had a stream yesterday after Champions.
How did not come yesterday?
Hold on.
How did you come yesterday?
See, Abdullah, this thing is not hard. I don't know why Abdul is jumping up and down like a snake. It's not hard. Just apologize and move on. It's okay. It's okay, Abdul. It's okay.
I think this is the end of this show. This is the show.
Just talked about the first half. No, you're talking about the first half. Yeah, first half. Okay, first half, but he scored in the first half too with the only shot on goal, right?
When it was not within the flow of the game. The what happened was that the second half, Camavinga was not the one who was inverting to the midfield.
That was on Sunday.
Yeah, I've not gotten to that point yet, but I just want to talk about Liverpool's back four and how Ancelotti actually kind of tweaked his system to kind of adjust to Liverpool's midfield four, which is probably one of the the differentiators between you guys in the last round of against Bayern. I think what he did was he just also made Luka Modric and Valverde press on.
Abdullah, hang on a minute. Can you pause the video?
Yes, but I paused the video.
So you see, this is what the results does. Okay, suddenly Carl is the prosecutor, the defendant, the jury.
I'm not. I know. I'm just saying, Abdul, it's okay. Just apologize.
But
all this grammar
let
too
me
much.
Talk now. Hold on, Carl. Let me talk now. Okay.
Carl, we found you yesterday. Show. Carl, nah, Carl, come on, answer your query.
Let's talk. No. Let's guys can calm down. So the thing is, okay, I'm an evangelist of happiness. When I see happiness. Abdullah, don't distract. When I see happiness, it makes me even flow with more happiness. Okay.
Abdullah,
so what I need to say, guys, let me talk. No, guys, let me talk so that it can be quicker. Oh, guys, let me talk so that it can be quicker. So the thing is, when I see happiness, it makes me flow with more happiness. So I'll be honest with you. Okay, let me be very honest. I can lie with any other thing, but not with football. Because football to me is life. Okay?
Okay.
Carl, all your analysis, and then you've seen me dropped into your channel 1 or 2 times when you are making the analysis as well. Okay?
Yeah.
All your analysis on this particular game, this game tonight was spot on. 100%. Okay, and I
Wait
give
for
you
the
a lot
bot.
of
Wait for the bot. Wait for the bot.
I always wait for the bot. I always wait for the bot.
Oh,
I always wait for the bot.
Bot is coming. Don't worry.
No. I give
With
you a lot of
cola nut.
kudos. I give you a lot of kudos for it.
But
Okay,
Abdullah, just put Abdul put the bot more here now.
no. Both as a fan and as a coach.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
And I got it.
Yeah, exactly.
I picked the wrong team.
We appreciate you, my brothers.
I picked the wrong team. Okay,
so
but that is that game. Abdullah is talking about the final. I'm talking about the final now.
Abdul, it was 50-50 balance, right?
See, men are coming to collect their penance.
Was it
I love this team, man. Where's you?
Men are coming to collect penance.
No, Abdul told me it was 50-50 when I was telling him historical facts and data that drove this game, and I was telling him then, hey,
Emi said so.
Don't just say Madrid will show up. As much as I supported Madrid in this game, I knew City had not lost to Madrid.
Emi, stop. Emi, don't even come with that propaganda here. You were head and shoulders. Hold on. You were head and shoulders around Madrid. Don't even come here with that nonsense.
No.
Because first of all, let me tell you one.
Hey, sorry, we can't hear you.
Yeah. This is transmitting from another planet.
I guess Carl is driving, maybe, or he's shying
Okay,
somewhere.
So the thing is, okay, guys. Abdullah specifically asked me, what do I think about the final? Okay.
Yeah.
So he didn't ask me about the game tonight. The only thing is, I'm acknowledging. No, hold on now. Hold on, Emi, just let me talk, please. Okay. He's asking me about the final. And what I'm making people realize tonight is Mancity is still yet to win the Champions League.
That's
and he told me, he's asking me about the final. Yeah. What I am saying to him about the final is, like I said to him yesterday, this Inter team is very dangerous. And I watched the interview Lukaku gave yesterday. I think I posted it on Twitter.
On Paramount Plus. I watched it on Paramount Plus.
Yeah. Lukaku made a statement. He said, that was just last night. He said, defense wins game.
Let me guess. Does Lukaku play for Chelsea?
Wins title.
Does Lukaku play for Chelsea? Oh, okay.
It sounds like an American. If they have an American team
slogan.
Defense wins you trophies. Well, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. What I was trying to emphasize was at the start of the season, they were using a different tactics, but then they were conceding too much, and then they had to change their tactics.
Yeah, but the question is, how many interceptions has Lukaku made since this Champions League semi?
No, you are getting it wrong.
How many?
You are getting it wrong. Let me. Can I come here, please? What he's trying to say, I listened to that interview by Lukaku as well. Inter Milan had a pattern of play. Antonio Conte, they had the two striker thing, the 5 midfielders and back three. And then when Inzaghi came in, he tried to change it. He told his players to start doing the high press. And when they started doing the high press, they started conceding goals. Their title defense derailed. Now Lukaku said that Inter Milan is becoming more difficult to score against because they went back to that same formula they had under Antonio Conte. Now, Inter Milan does not really score much, but it's also very difficult to score them. And Man City hates those kind of teams. That's why, in my own opinion, I'm even saying it's very difficult to predict this final. A lot of people are saying that Man City. Yes, that's the mistake a lot of people are making. Number one mistake people are making is that they are forgetting it's a final. Number two, I asked a question. Listen. Can I finish? The second thing people are forgetting.
That will be Emi's best.
The second thing people are forgetting is that the favorite in this situation, in this situation is more under pressure. Man City is more under pressure than Inter Milan. How many people expected Inter Milan to be in the final?
No, nobody.
How many people? But everybody expected Man City. The pressure is more on Man City. You call these players world-class players, they are used to it, blah, blah, blah. No, they are not used to it. They have never lifted a chance for a Champions League trophy in their life. They've not.
The Inter team too has never lifted a Champions League final. That's the current team.
But they have everything.
But they have the pedigree in their dressing room. In the Inter Milan dressing room, you see Champions League trophies. You see the pictures of Champions League.
How many Champions League has Inter won?
Three. Yes.
Three.
It's three. Inter has 3 Champions League.
I think it's 3. They won their third one. I think it's
really quick.
The third one was in 2010 under Mourinho.
Yeah.
Now, see the point.
Guys, really quick. I have to run, man. Nah, our first game today. Naomi plays today. Sorry, so I just want to say, oh boy, Mona, talk for us, man. We join you next time.
Boston.
Boston,
don't win.
No. Stop that team, man. Stop that.
Hey.
See you guys on the next one, guys.
Boston never find out. I'll come and carry you. Go drink beer.
We are waiting for we'll see
big game tonight, man. So, guys, we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
All right. Take care.
Go ahead. Osita, continue. Osita, go ahead.
All right. People, we forget history a lot in football. As a Chelsea fan, I knew the 2 times Chelsea won the Champions League. We are the underdog in the both matches. Like, why are we forgetting the fact that there's a possibility? Inter Milan did not get to the finals by luck.
I think they
got to the finals by. See, Inter Milan has a game plan. And as much as the final is 50-50, 50-50 means it can go any way. The final is not won by who plays. The final is not won by who has the most possession. The final is not won by who has the most shot on target. No. This final, many people are even forgetting one possibility. This final can go to penalty shootouts.
Wait.
What happened in 2012? What happened in 2012?
Mr. Sweeter, I have a question for you. So if City failed to win this Champions League, let me wait. If City failed to win this Champions League, what do we do about Pep and City? Do we just dissolve the team and then focus the resources on humanitarian efforts? What do we do?
Man City will still remain Man City, but let's not forget 2 facts. Guardiola has never won the Champions League without Messi. Let's not forget that fact. He went to Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich did not call Guardiola to come to Bayern Munich to come and win the Bundesliga. No. Bayern Munich won the Bundesliga before Guardiola and they won the Champions League before Guardiola and won the Champions League after Guardiola. Guardiola himself has said it that his biggest failure is not being able to win the Champions League with that team. And if he doesn't do it with this Man City team, he will also say the same thing. He did. Guardiola was so disappointed in himself that he went on sabbatical. Many people are forgetting. Now, that's even by the way. Inter Milan did not get to the final by luck. I don't know why nobody's saying this. This is an Inter team that are we forgetting Benfica? How exciting Benfica was and all that. Inter somehow. Many people predicted Benfica. Many people predicted Benfica to topple Inter Milan, including me.
Let him land.
Many people predicted with the exciting way Benfica was playing in the Champions League this season. Many people predicted that Benfica would topple Inter Milan. Experience came in. Now, Man City, the other fact, Man City has not played with that pattern of football Inter Milan played this season. Man City has never met a team like Inter Milan so far this season. Inter Milan plays with 2 strikers. Yes, Inter Milan plays with 2 strikers. The same Antonio Conte formation that Conte used to win the league in 2017 when Guardiola was there. Guardiola did not have an answer to that formation for over a year. Conte beat him home and away and won the league. Many people are forgetting that's the same formation, that's the same pattern of play Inter Milan is playing today. And they have extra motivation. There's a possibility that they will not qualify for Champions League. They might be fourth on the table, but they might not qualify. This is an extra motivation. And many people are forgetting that this extra motivation was what happened with Chelsea in 2012. Chelsea was not top 4 in the league. they had an extra motivation to win the Champions League because that was the only way they could go to the next Champions League. There are many factors many people are not considering. I'm not saying Inter Milan will win it. I'm not saying Mancity will win it. I'm saying as football analysts, we should consider all the factors and we should not also be surprised if the underdog wins it. That's my point. Thank you.
My guy, my people. Clip me, tape me down, write it down. You bet your house on it. Anything you want to bet. That this final will be the most one-sided final you will ever see.
I disagree.
You will ever witness in history.
But I'm just I totally disagree.
Should I tell you something?
I'm just going to miss my mind.
I disagree.
Should I tell you something, K? I'm not saying that Inter would win. No, I'm not saying. See, what I'm just saying is that this game, this final match, is not going to be as easy as people are thinking. Like today's celebration that Man City got to the final is as if they won the Champions League already. You think Inter Milan players are not watching all of this and saying, actually thinking they've beaten us already?
That is why I'm saying I didn't want to talk too much tonight because a lot of people will be gassed from the results.
Yes, it's right.
So I totally agree with you 100%, and I agree with Osita 1,000%.
Yeah,
this final, if you overlook it, or you think some people already have the title in their pockets, I'm sorry, you'll be so shocked.
Let me go back. Let me just drop one line first.
Right.
I remember the 1994 Champions League season, right? Barcelona under Johan Cruyff was blowing every team away.
Milan Barca.
Yes.
Underdog.
Barcelona was blowing every team away. In fact, they were scoring at will.
Yeah. 5-6 goals in a game.
And Milan struggled to get to the final under Capello. The final, Milan versus Barcelona, was actually dubbed, according to Johan Cruyff, he said the game will be over in 20 minutes. Or more, in 20 minutes, Milan was up 3-0 to Milan. Game ended 4-0. And there was one striker called Daniel Massaro. I'm just saying this because, like, we've watched this. I've been watching this competition since 1991, at least I can remember. This competition is very unpredictable. Most times, the only one-sided final I've watched is the 2000 final, Real Madrid versus Valencia.
And Tottenham.
Maybe Porto Monaco.
Maybe Tottenham for Liverpool. 2017.
That was the most boring final I've ever watched.
That was boring. Liverpool.
That was
boring.
The second goal came from Origi. First goal was penalty. That was very boring.
The most one-sided final I've watched is Real Madrid Valencia 2000, right? Because under Valencia, under Hector Cooper, I actually thought, after beating all the teams they beat today, they beat Lazio, they beat most of the top teams to get to that final. I thought they would do better, but they got to the final and got whooped 3-0. The game was over in the first half. Now, I'll let you read it. Go ahead and read it.
Let me read the chat.
Read the chat.
FB said, if City bottle another final after going through this big team, Bayern Madrid, and no comments. Vote for FB said, will the final be similar to when Porto beat Monaco 3-0? No. Fact at FB. Who is going to Umpet's place? Who is that? Yes. Lukaku EPL Heritage. SSB said, I think Man United has a better chance of beating City in the FA Cup rather than Inter Milan. No, I disagree, SSB, but I will tell you why later. Blue eyes analogies are something else, but it makes sense more. SSB said, question to Abdul. Was Pep Guardiola in the 94 final where Milan beat Barca in the offset?
Yes.
I wonder if that is Pep.
Yeah, he was in that team.
Pep was in that team. He played the final. He played the holding role in that final. Yes.
Okay. In the 94, right?
Yes. He played that much. Yeah.
Abdul Natro, relax. Kyle came for the apology, and Abdul never apologized. Kyle was there on the review that day. Okay. Tayo said, Emmy is dunking for cover right now. Tayo said, we got a good squad on the panel. Only King Black is me. It will never show up. It needs to apologize for the whole entire panel. But you see, King Black, I know you are hearing me. Roberto deserves the apology. If you ever come to this stream, I need that apology. If you don't apologize, we're gonna, me and you gonna have a conversation. You have to apologize. Wow, I will rest my case on that. SSB, Cow, your cow mic is a little bit breaking this night. I don't know what's going on. Emmy boy, stop that. I don't know what happened. Abdul is a politician. Abdul is a politician. I said it. Abdul lived in the era of Nnamdi Azikiwe. So do you blame him? No. So it's understood. Inter Milan has a good defense.
Waiting I talk tonight with the political.
Big up, guys, big up. Emmy is ready to go off on Osita. Relax.
No,
man, this everything talk only goes far. You see, though. Boston will clap Miami. Okay. Aiden Blue, shout out to you. City versus Inter is gonna be tough. City has not really won an away game in the Champions League this season. With their strength has been at Etihad.
Oh,
that's true.
Real? Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
They're not one away.
No, all of them has been draw.
They could not beat Leipzig. They could not beat Madrid. I can mention so many things. They could not beat.
Even
they could not beat Bayern Munich.
Carl even said that their strength is in home. No away team at all.
Interesting.
Emily Sky said Benfica better be the champions of their league. I don't know that. We'll see because Feyenoord win the Dutch league. I said today. Relax. Eddie Dzeko has unfinished business at City. We'll see. Ogake Kamda. I don't know what K drank.
Let
me respond to K. For me, it is a 50-50 game because yes, Man City might be favorable because anything about final is a one-off final. I'll say it again. Inter Milan, the way Inter Milan play, they only need one goal and they'll defend for the rest of their life.
The Doba said pray for CFC.
It has been his name for the past how long, man?
Because
it's understandable.
I understand.
We are in crisis. Big crisis.
I understand, but for me, Champions League is Champions League, and I said Champions League is one of the most weirded competition I've ever seen in my entire life because it's unpredictable. Anything you could just see anything that just come out of where boom.
So can we talk about what happened today though? Let me quickly talk.
It was disgusting. It was just disgusting. I got tired of watching the game.
See, no. See, today Ancelotti. Today is one game I'll probably tell Ancelotti that you got it wrong. He got it wrong.
No, you can't blame him for that, Emmy. You can't.
Yeah, no. But also, let me say something, right? He always does this loyalty thing. He's always loyal to his senior players, regardless. Yeah, he did it in Milan. He did it in which other club did he coach? I think when he coached Juventus back in the 90s. No, even in PSG, right? He always believes in experience, which is good. I like that you believe in experience. But you know what? Against the most athletic team on earth, right? You play a man less in midfield versus them, and they are faster than you, and you have 230-plus-year-olds that can't cover or close the ball down in time. That automatically makes you to be run over in midfield easily. That's what happened today. He tried to adjust and brought Rodrigo into the midfield, later parts of the first half. But Rodrigo himself could not hold the ball. It's not like against that City made sure that they didn't allow Madrid time to actually, do it. Hey, who is that?
Who is that?
Everything okay? They didn't allow Madrid time on the ball. Like no space to look up, and they always closed out all the opportunities to make a pass. Even they pressed very strongly on Camavinga today, and most times I just felt so bad for Camavinga because I was like, if this kid was in that midfield, maybe, just maybe, things would have been a little different, because the way City were playing, they were slowly grinding Madrid and just ground them till Madrid could not even, wake up or look around. So, to me, it was a good game for Man City. I take my L because I actually thought Madrid would show up at the Etihad. Although I said, hey, this Madrid team has not beaten City at the Etihad, right? In their time, all the times they played this team. And guess what? Madrid is getting older and City is gaining more experience.
Oh, okay. That's what it means now. Wow.
What's that?
Emi.
What news?
If Gabon qualify, Aubameyang has come out of retirement to play for Gabon. Interesting.
Emi.
He retired before and he came out of retirement. Okay.
I think Madrid got it tactically wrong today.
Yes, they did.
So what I'm saying is Carlo Ancelotti did not. He made a mistake.
Yeah.
The way in his formation today.
Yep. He was tactically naive and I think
the City players had 4 in the central midfield.
Yes.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
So it was difficult for them to get out of defense.
Yep.
It was difficult for Madrid to get out of defense. And but the thing is, okay, so I didn't want to discuss too much football today because I know people will be carried away. But the thing is, there's 2 ways to actually beat Pep's team, and those 2 ways have not changed at all. That's why I'm actually scared of them. I'm scared for them against Inter. It's either
because Inter also plays 3 at the back, right?
Yeah. It's like 5 at the back, to be honest.
No, it's 3 at the back because the Dumfries and the other guy.
Yeah, they have wingers, but those wingers are not they're not reckless wingers. They start from the back. Their starting position is from the back. But the thing is, the way to beat a Pep Guardiola's team most of the time is either you defend very well, and then when you get the ball, you just go and score. Okay, you just go and score. That's how to beat. That's one way to beat Man City team. Or the other way is to take a risk and you try to stretch them so that when they have the ball, they cannot attack you as quickly as as they want. And I've only seen Tuchel's Chelsea do it successfully against Pep's team in that season where we won the Champions League. That season, I think Tuchel played against Man City like 4 times.
And we won 3, I think.
We won 3.
Yeah, exactly. And in all, they never dominated us. It was balanced.
Yeah.
Because we always stretched them. So anytime they had the ball, they couldn't attack us at the pace they wanted.
So can I throw some? Can I throw something?
2 seconds, please. 2 seconds, please. Okay. So, but then if you notice, the same Tuchel's team when we played Pep the following season, it was more or less like this game. They were all over us.
Yep.
So the safest option is what Jose Mourinho always does against Pep. He just always defends very well against them, and then when they get the ball, you go and attack. That's always how Jose Mourinho plays Pep's team, and that is the only way you can guarantee to beat them anytime you can defend very well. But this team, this Madrid team, they always know that their strength is not defending. They can defend, but their strength is not defending.
Their strength is actually displacing their opposition with their quick technical passes, right?
Exactly.
And then they have Vinicius stretching you on the left.
Exactly. So when they had the ball today, they couldn't get out of the fence.
No, they couldn't. Yeah, because all their
overwhelmed.
Yeah,
they were overwhelmed in the midfield, and they are not really a long ball kind of,
no, they can't play long ball because long ball
kind of team. Yeah. Exactly. But you see, this Inter team, they can play any kind of ball. They can play long ball. They can play short ball. But the thing that is guaranteed this Inter team will do, they will defend with their lives. against you.
I think Inter is the best team to play this Man City. And let me just say
Inter
something.
Inter is the team to give City the best final. Inter is the team to give us the best final against City.
I agree, because let me know, like,
Because
at
this
some point I
Inter
started
as
thinking
well,
about it. I was like,
people are not considering team. Look at this Inter, okay? They all look like boxers. They look like men.
they are huge. Yeah,
They are huge. So you cannot come with any Rodri or any Diaz
and
to
guess
come
what?
and bully them.
Guess what? You can't bully them because they have that is going to be Rodri versus Barella, right?
Exactly. They don't fear anyone. They are not like like
those
Vini
guys,
Junior or
those
this
guys will,
Kamavinga. You can just give them elbow and
yeah, and they are
they'll
very
start.
experienced. They're very
And they are
experienced team.
exactly. They are very experienced.
Yeah, they're an experienced team. They have Bastoni, they have DiMarco, they have Dumfries, they have boys that they'll give no. See, they'll give Man City a game. I tell you, because you know why? They are equally as athletic as Man City, because when it comes to that athletic and physical game, they'll give it to now. The only thing I fear for Inter is if they start their defensive block low. They need to push their defensive block to at least 20 meters from their goal, right?
Exactly.
So that they give themselves an opportunity to win the ball and run less with the ball to get because what Man City did today to Madrid was, we'll deny you space and will deny you the ability to actually progress the ball.
Exactly.
And that killed Madrid, because Madrid's strength is actually, because that goal they scored in Bernabeu shone a big light on Pep's bowed head, right? Because he said, okay, this is what they're about. They like to carry the ball and run, because that Camavinga's run exposed City, right? And let me tell you something. Today, he solved that. He made sure that people like Camavinga or Vinicius never got a sniff. Because every time Camavinga or Vinicius looked up, all they saw were blue shirts. They never saw a shirt to pass to. It was going to be
that is where
player to them will be like 20 yards away from them, which is a risky pass.
That is where Carlo got it wrong, because those guys were where they were expected to be. Okay, what you should have done is like put Vini in a different location where
you have brought him infield.
Exactly, where they were not expecting to see him, and let him be collecting the ball there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would have made Man City defend differently, because
exactly
everybody and their dog knew Vini is coming for. And let me this Inter Man City game is a game Man City might not be well prepared for, because they know Madrid, they played all those teams before, but you see, they've not played Inter. They don't know, they've not smelt how Inter actually play, right? They know Inter plays 3-5-2, right? So there's actually a chance that Pep says, you know what, let's just play our game and let's ignore what Inter has to offer us.
I don't think Pep would do it, but he might be crazy though.
Pep is crazy.
No, that is what Pep loves to do. He always likes to play his own style and just
because Inzaghi is a very tactical coach, and he has
that is why
he has the players who brought Man City too.
No, I mean, that is why you will see that he was very pleased today. Pep was very pleased today. He was overexcited.
Yeah, because
this guy, because Carlo gave him a tactical challenge
in the first game.
Pep doesn't like to, but the advantage he had was like he played Madrid twice. Pep doesn't like a tactical challenge. He just wants to say, this is the way we're going to play, and everything is going to work out. Okay, when the opposing manager starts giving him a tactical challenge, that's when you see him standing up, sitting down, rubbing his bald head, getting overexcited when they score, and things like that. He becomes so more restless when the opposition manager gives him a tactical challenge.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, because don't forget, you have Lautaro Martinez and you have Lukaku up front, right? Those guys are more dynamic than what, and those guys can switch. They are more intelligent, right? Because to me, Benzema didn't feel like I didn't feel like Benzema was interested today.
No. Benzema played his game, but just like every other time, Benzema is always alone. So Benzema, like we said, if not until recently, when Vini
Really?
Junior and Rodrigo stepped up, it was always Benzema carrying the team. We've said this from last
Yeah,
season.
he carried them to the Champions League final last year.
Exactly.
And
Without
won.
Benzema doing the work he did, they wouldn't have won the Champions League last season. And then this season, Vini Junior became very good, stepped up, and then Rodrigo stepped up as well.
But Abdul, what do you have to say about these Madrid fans bashing their team?
But that's always Madrid now. That's Madrid. Madrid wants you to win every time, every time.
It's not possible, man.
It's not possible, exactly.
All the other teams also have players that want to
exactly like they have the privilege they have is to always win all the time.
Yeah, now they want they are pretty much castigated. They crucified the entire team. They said Benzema should leave their team. They said Cruz, Modric should all leave their team, that they're not good enough. I know they're angry. I know they're emotional, but remember that they are not good enough too. Go ahead.
So, flip that into the positive side. That's how City fans are feeling tonight. Okay, they are just feeling like the Madrid fans, but in the opposite, pole. Okay, they are overexcited. They are even thinking they're started like buying, printing. We are the champions.
Yeah, they actually
champions.
Said,
we are the best team.
Mancity fans are saying that they're going to win the Champions. That they are, in short, they've won the Champions League.
They've won the Champions League. That they are not. They are just going there to collect the cup.
Yes, that they are going.
That's how.
And remember, guys, Istanbul, where the final is this season, always it throws up a surprise, right? Against Millan in Liverpool in 2005, Liverpool, against all odds, from 3-0 came 3-3 and won the Champions League. Istanbul always has a surprise.
Emmy, right? These Inter players, okay, they take things personal.
Yes.
They're not like Real Madrid who thinks we are skillful, good footballers. These Inter players, they take things personal.
Even Lukaku is looking in shape.
No. Did you not watch his interview?
I watched the interview.
The one they had last night that I sent on Twitter today. See what he was saying. Lukaku is taking it personal. Okay, and we all know that.
And they're going to he's going to psych up his teammates, man, that we can win this team.
Exactly. You know what I mean? So these guys are not there to play at all. Except maybe their pilot takes their plane somewhere else and doesn't take it to their team to Istanbul.
Yep.
Okay. As long as they go to Istanbul, these guys are taking it personal. They are not.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Abdul. But you know, one thing we always talk about, like, I always talk about history a lot, right? But like in this final, I know City are favorites, but like someone said, City has not won a match in the Champions League this season. Being away from their home. Yeah. Inter went to Benfica and beat Benfica in their stadium 2-0.
Went to Camp Nou. They won the Camp Nou.
So, Emmy, so what are you guys now going to talk about history? How are you going to talk about history now?
See,
so
right
that's
now,
why I keep
Inter versus Man City. When the Champions League draws were made, nobody predicted Inter will play Man City or Man City will play Inter in the final. I'm sure most people predicted Man City, PSG.
And the thing is, Emmy,
Man City, Napoli. Actually,
the thing is, I've always said repeatedly on this stream that stats are not facts. They are just a guide. Then you use them how you want to use them. Okay. Before today's game, everybody was saying, can't I see what the stats is saying? They've not lost any game in the Etihad. They always go out and draw, and then they come back, and then they destroy their whatever. So the argument is for. You get the argument. The stats favors them, so they are using like a good argument from the stats. Okay, but if you use these same stats now and relate it to the final, the stats doesn't favor them from the argument they are having. because the stat shows they've never won any away game.
Let me, Pep,
and this is like an away game.
Before we round up, let's ask a question. When was the last time Pep played with two strikers? Played
a team with two strikers. I don't think he has played a team with two strikers this season, though.
No,
he did it. He lost with that when Conte was there. Conte first season in Tottenham Hotspur, he lost.
He lost, yes.
He lost 3-1 in the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
And then also when Leipzig switched, I think Leipzig switched to two striker system was it the first leg? He found it very difficult when he played two strikers. When he played against two strikers in that Leipzig game. So yeah, and let us not forget.
This City team is different. They play with 4 center backs, so they are hard to stretch, get out of position than ever before. City lack the dynamism and the outlet of Cancelo, but Haaland make up for it.
Okay, let me tell you something. Vote with your feet, right? The way Inter will play City, Inter will stay. The wing backs will stay wide. You know that thing. You know that thing. Pep said before the Champions League final against Chelsea.
Yeah.
Dumfries and DiMarco will stay wide. Dumfries on the right, DiMarco on the left.
On the left.
DiMarco and Dumfries can carry the ball compared to, some of the teams they've actually faced. They can carry the ball. And then in the middle, they're going to play against Brozovic, Barella, and Çalhanoğlu.
Yep.
3 fighters that you probably have to beat them and cut them to pieces before they stop, coming at you. Those 3 guys are warriors. Then in front, you have Lukaku and Martinez. No, I'm sure they're going to start because Lukaku is going to beat himself to fitness in the next 3 weeks, right?
It depends, though. It depends because they have the Coppa Italian final before they play Man City.
That's the same team with Man City have this team final too now. They have the FA Cup final.
That's true. No, Man City play early in the FA Cup final because
they play on the 3rd, right?
Yeah, why Inter Milan play on the 25th, the Coppa Italian final?
So they have more time to rest.
Yeah, they have more time. That's true.
Yeah, they have more time to rest. So it's Inter is going to do 10 days, 10 full days of preparation for this match.
Yes, I know. And I think Inzaghi will go full out in the Italian Cup, the Coppa Italian final because they play against Fiorentina. So they will win. They will probably want to win that and get ready for Manchester City because they have the Coppa Italian final.
It's going to be a very interesting match.
Yeah,
let me just say this, right? Very few. They don't have, and nobody has any other game to play after that match, right? So everybody's going to come out to play as if they're about to die. Oh yeah, Grealish have a problem against Dumfries. Yeah, that's going to be a very interesting matchup because Dumfries is not going to give him a sniff.
Inter need to slow down the pace of the game. If they do this, I think they have a shot.
Yes, I agree. Yes, they're going to make it slow. Yeah, they're not going to. Nobody's going to play fast game with Man City. They're going to keep the ball and just.
And I also think Inter need to play the dark art of the football. You know what is called dark art? Stupid, annoying Man City player in terms of
get into their heads.
Yeah, get into their head, get into their mentality. Exactly. If you can get into their head, I think, and it's a final, I think they will lose composure a little bit.
Yeah, because let's not be.
Man City can Inter Milan they did it to AC Milan in that semi-final. They were getting into AC Milan head and they were losing their mindset.
That's why in the second leg, correct?
Yeah, so I think Inter can do it where Barella, Brozovic, and Co can get into Man City players' head. And they will lose their comp. And remember, it's a final. And it's a final. If you do stupid tackles, you get a red card. They don't care. You get a red card. There's no second leg.
And also, Inter does not have any player that is going to be injured or suspended. So they it's going to be an interesting final.
According to the report, they said it's going to be 10.5. Is it 10.5 or 10,000 something tickets that will be given to each team?
Yeah, it's a big stadium too.
It's a big stadium.
That stadium, it's about 80,000 capacity. So it's a massive crowd out there in Istanbul. Yeah.
Beautiful. Wow. It's gonna be
guys. I gotta bounce, man. Nice one. We'll talk.
Peace out, peace, everybody. God bless.
Don't worry.
Stay safe, guys.
All right.
People.
Good night.
Peace out, guys. God bless. Hold that, boy, my people. Everybody, peace. Peace. Come on, peace, oh. Come on. You don't sleep. Peace, everybody. Peace. Peace.